And we welcome you to this NL Central battle between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Here is your starting lineup for the home team. The Cardinals at left field batting first, Brendan Donovan. At shortstop batting second, Mason Wynn. At right field batting third, Alec Burleson. At first base batting fourth, Wilson Contreras. At third base batting fifth, Nolan Arenado. At second base batting sixth, Thomas Sujazi. At designated hitter batting seventh, Nolan Gorman. At catcher batting eighth, Joel Pozo. At center field batting ninth, Garrett Hampson. And pitching today for the St. Louis Cardinals, it's the right-hander, Eric Fedde. Your starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, everybody, on that note, we welcome you to this third game of this series between the Cards and the Cubs. Cardinals looking very, very sharp as of late. Won their last two games against the Cubs. They've been playing some very, very good baseball as of late, as they are right in the thick of things in the NL wildcard hunt. And not just that, if they can take these next two games, are tied for the division lead in the NL Central. Should be a fun game here today. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. My name is cgiulianihpu. If you have never been to a JG9 live stream before, how it works is like this. Fire away with the chat with any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, I get to your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see and vote in that poll. Who you think wins this game, the Cubs or the Cardinals? Ben, appreciate you, man. Coming in hot with 79 pence. Appreciate you a ton. Give me one quick second here to do this really quickly. Appreciate you a ton. And again, vote in that poll who you think wins this game. The Cubs or the Cardinals. If you are a member, you can show us for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We do have the emojis on our hands for the Cubs and the Cardinals, including the fly, the W. Appreciate all you guys being here. We had a new video that just dropped about an hour ago. I was not able to get out this morning, but was able to get out here, so I really appreciate if you haven't seen it, or if you've seen it yet, appreciate you if you've seen it so far. And again, every donation during this game counts toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we are calling on tomorrow. Which game are we calling tomorrow? And then I'll get to all the comments. Which game we calling tomorrow? We calling Dodgers, Rockets, and everyone Cubs, Cardinals, or are we calling Marlins against the Giants? Help me decide which game we're calling. If you donate $5 counts as 10 it counts as 20. You get the idea. So let's do this thing. And again, if you haven't seen today's video, click the link above. I talk about a broadcaster controversy from 1980. Appreciate all you tuning in. How's it going? Go Cubbies, Cujo. Rob, how's it going? The number one song of the day, the Big Brody Blunder. We're going to go Another One Bites the Dust. I'm going to go Another One Bites the Dust on that one. Red Sox swept by the Angels. Angels don't look bad, and the Red Sox, oh man, the Devers trade is not working out, which is not surprising in the slightest bit. Buyers, sellers, Giants. Oh, they're buying. They're definitely buying. Especially if Verlander looking the way he is, I think they're buying. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nick. I'm so sorry to hear about your cat. Thoughts and prayers there. Thoughts and prayers there. No, lose on pet sucks. Fireball fence for Cora. It's not pretty, but I think he's going to stay on. Yeah, power rankings. The Dolphins at 29 is insane. The Dolphins are not a bottom 5 team in football. I'm not crazy about the Dolphins, but they're not a bottom 5 team in football. Not even close. Not even close. Upside down by Darren Ross. Kane trade to Vancouver. What the heck are the Canucks thinking? Unless they're going to buy him out. I don't know what they're thinking. Unless plans to buy him out. First pitch swinging into right field, and that is gone. Are you kidding me? A first pitch home run for Ian Happ. And the Cubs up 1-0 after one pitch into right field. Ian Happ gets this game started off with a bang. Ian Happ, his 12th home run of the season. And the Cubs up 1-0 before the crowd's even taken their seats. First pitch, goodbye. What a start to the game. What a start to this one. Wow. First pitch swinging. Standing Hall of Famer? No. No, not yet. If he gets to 500, yes. If you get to 500, you're in it. But until then, no, not right now. He needs to get to 500, otherwise he's not getting in. First pitch to Tucker, in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Starting line for the Cubs didn't have a chance to do this. Hap, Tucker, Suzuki, PCA, Swanson, Bush, Horner, Shaw, McGuire. Your starting lineup there, outside 1-1. Didn't get a chance to do that before Hap got things started off with a bang. Fedde on the bump. 5 innings last game. Just 1 run allowed in that 5-4 win against the White Sox. See what he can do here after a bad start. 2-1 the count. That pitch upstairs. How's it going, Adrian? Vancouver face punchers. There you go. How's it going, Maple? How's it going, Sufu? Arizona versus Chicago. Yep. Yeah, Patriots 21. I'm fine with that. Jets 22. Way too high. And 29 for the Dolphins. It's insane. 2-1. That one on the outside corner in the first strike. 2-2. You went on to win some of your school sports awards. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That is awesome. I did not see Watkins Glenn last weekend. I did not see that. But that's awesome, Ben. So happy for you, man. What a way to end your high school career. What a way to end it. That is awesome. Angels 500. They do not look bad. The Angels do not look bad. Fouled off 2-2 to Tucker. He was up on the blank screen, cracking me up. I used to do that. I used to not have face cam when I did my streams on like Twitch. And I can't imagine ever doing that again. Yeah, the fan that heckled Marte is banned, thank God. Banned from all the stadiums. Thank God for that. Yeah, that crossed such a line. It was ridiculous. And I'm glad he's banned, and I'm glad it all got taken care of. And I'm glad that everyone's rallying around Ketel Marte. Foul ball, chopped down the first baseline, so we stay alive again in 2. Yeah, I'm glad that he's banned for life from every stadium, because, yeah, I'm fine with hecklers. Just, you don't take it there. You don't take it to that level. And I will say this much. I will be giving him a standing O on Friday. Ketel, obviously. When I'm there on Friday, I'm giving him a standing O. Jose Ramirez Hall of Fame. Yes. Yeah, Ramirez is going to make the Hall of Fame, I think. 2-2 to Tuck. Downstairs, full count. Kyle Tucker, 3 for 4 last time out against the Cards. This season, when faced with a full count, getting on 43% of the time, will not get on here. Strikes out looking. Did I make highline face cam adding my videos? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Going like for a little bit. Heckler higher lateral huts. Ooh, all right. I see it. I see the vision. I see the vision. Well, Dolphins could be bottom 15. They're not 4th worst. There's no way. NL Central 2 wildcards now. It is a crazy good division right now. Brewers, Reds, Cardinals, Cubs, Zolan. Who would have thought the NL Central would be the best division in baseball? Who would have thought the start of the season? Canada, Guatemala. You know, Canada's not been playing great as of late, but they should take care of Guatemala. Swing to miss upstairs, 0-2. Guardian fan. Yep. Playing all right right now. Playing all right. USA, Costa Rica. USA should win that. Panama, Honduras. I'm going to go Panama. Mexico, Saudi Arabia. I'm going to go Mexico. 0-2. Outside, 1-2 to Suzuki. Suzuki, 3 for 5 last game. Over his last 3 games, playing pretty well. He's 6 for his last 15 with 6 RBI and 3 home runs. That one's going to be popped up, though, into shallow right field. Guarding the sun. Underneath it is the second baseman, covering some ground. And Jaycee's underneath it for the second out. Mets, Giants, Brewers have him. Oh, okay. Carlson, Padres have for having him out. It's fine because, like, the D-backs are, like, 2.5 out, but they're only 4.5 out of the number 1 spot. Like, that wildcard race is insane. So the D-backs are 2.5 back of the 3rd wildcard entering today. Then they lost today because Gallen sucks. But they're 4.5 back of the top wildcard. So there's nothing separating anyone in the NL right now. 1-0 the count to PCA. Right now the second favorite in the MVP voting behind Ohtani. He's got a hit in each of his last 4 games. Playing very well as of late. Over his last 4 games, he's 6 for 15, hitting 400 in that stretch. He's had the count 2-0. Who's I picked for this game? As that one in there for a strike 2-1. I'm going with the Cubs. I'm going with the Cubs in this one. How's it going, Cole? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you, man. 2 on the count. How do you run out of gas on the last lap? Oh, boy. Fly ball, center field, underneath it will be Hampson. Who, I got to be honest, I don't know why the Cardinals have Garrett Hampson. He absolutely sucks. But Garrett Hampson, his first game as a Cardinal, gets the put out there, but the Cubs take an early 1-0 lead on the first pitch. Ian Happ goes yard. We'll go bottom first with Donovan, Wynn, Burleson due up here. Cubs up 1-0 again. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. What will MTV be airing the week of the VMAs? Not videos. I'm guessing ridiculousness. I'm guessing 18 hours of ridiculousness. And then paid programming. You see OJ and the Bills next to each other. Who goes from the Red Sox deadline? I could see Durango potentially. If Tim makes the playoffs, would MLB allow a tiny ballpark to host? As Frank be with you, man. I would think they would, but at the World Series, they might not. The World Series, they might not. But the playoffs, they would, I think. Wait, music videos make a return? No way. I'm going to have to watch MTV again. I've not watched proper MTV since Prince died. Prince dying, and then the 3 straight days of music videos of Prince was the last time I watched MTV. Thoughts on Simons to Boston? I like the move. He wasn't developing properly necessarily in Portland. Obviously, you're the Celtics. You got to clear up some cap space because it's a lot of money to Drew Holiday, especially in a retooling year. I've no problem with it. I think the move makes more sense for Boston than it does for Portland. I don't know why you're getting a 35-year-old point guard that doesn't help you get past the first round of the playoffs. They're not even in the play-in round. Cubs looking suspect so far. Yes, they have. They have looked very suspect so far in this series. They have lost each of the first 2 games. Looking to snap that skid here and get some cushion on the NL Central. Because if they get swept, the Cubs and Cards are tied on wins. Cards would be half a game back. But they'd be tied on wins. Matthew Boyd pitching. He's already got some run support. Last time it was on the bump was against the Mariners. 5 innings, 2 hits allowed. Struck out 6. First pitch in the first, strikeout 1. Thoughts on the collusion by the NFL? You know, it's one of those where, as Donovan fouls it off 0-2, it's one of those where it's complicated. Like, on one hand, yes, collusion is wrong. Collusion is very wrong. It's illegal, actually, to collude like that. 0-2. On the other hand, as Donovan chops it a second, 4-3 on the out. I don't think anyone was going to give out guaranteed contracts. Fully guaranteed contracts. I mean, what the Browns did was an anomaly. I think everyone realized, wait, that's really stupid. To give a fully guaranteed contract, especially for a guy like Watson. Like, it's one of those where, yes, what they did was illegal, but I don't think it made too much of a difference. Win, first pitch swinging into right center field. Underneath it will be PCA for the second out. No, you can do fully guaranteed, but it's very, very rare and pretty stupid. D-Max is over for gallon fiction on that. Monkey's paw curls moment the Rays playing the World Series at Lone Depot. Yeah. Best Dutch player right now? I don't know. I don't know like people's nationalities. Browns kind of broke the guaranteed contract. Yes. Thoughts Everest for the Giants? Great trade for San Fran. They gave pretty much nothing in return. I think it's a great trade for San Fran. First pitch to Burleson. In there for a cold strike down the middle, 0-1. Thoughts on SU Utah Tech to the Big Sky? I think it's a step up for them for sure. It's a good move for the Big Sky. I like that conference a lot. Browns who could destroy the market. Don't blame the NFL much. Yeah. 0-2 the count. Thoughts on the Porzingis trade? Celtics had to clear up money, and for a guy who is on the older side of things and gets hurt a lot, I'm fine with that trade for them. 0-2, Burleson. Chops it to second. Efficient inning for Boyd. Just 7 pitch. No, I spoke too soon. It's a bad play. It should have been an easy 4-3 out, but a low throw by Horner, and it keeps the inning alive. It should have been an easy 4-3 on just 7 pitches. But instead, the inning will continue as Contreras comes up. It wasn't the best throw. I don't know if it's going to get charged to the first baseman, Bush. Hawks are contenders? No, they will not. I don't know who that error is getting charged to. There's going to be an error. I'm not sure if it's on the first base or the second base. But not the best throw. You expect Bush to be able to make that grab. Who's that error getting charged to? Pickoff play here. Errors on Bush. They're going to say Bush with a missed catch. It was not the best throw. You expect Bush to come down with what should have been a 7-pitch inning. Will now continue as Contreras, red hot this series, 4 for 8, with a pair of extra base hits. IL stint? I'm going to say fiction. First pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. Did they make a good move? No. No, they did not. He gets hurt too much, and he costs too much money. No, I think it's a bad move for them. Still not a good rebounding lineup. You know, that one's a good baseball. That one's very good at baseball. 0-1. That one on the inside corner for a strike. 0-2. To Contreras, the former Cub. Now his 3rd season in St. Louis. Boys are pretty sharp. I don't think he's thrown a ball yet this sitting. He's not thrown a ball yet. Having very good control. Seld center, Horford, unless he retires. Or they'll draft a guy tonight. Remember, the draft's tonight, so. 1 to the count. I think that is his first ball. If I'm not mistaken. Will the error end up hurting the Cubs is the question. 1-2. Downstairs 2-2. And not that the pitch count's a concern. I mean, Boyd's on 11 pitches, and he's 1 strike away from getting out of this. This is not like a concern. But a 7-pitch first, single digits versus this, it can make a difference. It can add up. That error by Bush might have cost him an extra out or two sometime down the line. Portland make a good trade? No, they did not. No, they did not. Portland did not make a good trade. Holiday does not help him. Like, take the next step, and he's on the older side of things, and I'm not sure how much time he's got left. It's not a good move. I meant to give up picks, too. Yeah. 2-2 the count. Contreras, swing and a miss. 5-pitch at bat. Cards leave a man on following the error. Boyd looked sharp. And we go the top of the 2nd. Swanson, Bush, Horner due up here when we get back. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. This is the last day for you to make the calls, so every donation counts as you help me decide which game we are calling tomorrow afternoon. Dodgers, Rockies, Cubs, Cardinals, or Marlins against the Giants. Go around the horn really quickly. 6-0 Rangers top the 6th over the Orioles. 3-0 A's early on against the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 in the Guardians-Blue Jays game. Guards in front. 1-0 Mets. Bottom 3 there. Now we're going to go top 4. 0-0 Mariners Twins just started. 2nd inning there. Rays Royals 0-0. Now the Rays just scored a run. 1-0 actually in favor of the Rays. Who should the Sixers draft? I don't know who's going to be on the board. The Good Brody made a great video about Chase Field. I haven't seen it yet, but I saw it pop up on my feed. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just glad they're getting it done. It's weird, like, that situation, it's not about, like, the D-backs paying, like, I'm glad they're going to get it done. I really am glad they're going to get it done. Because you're glad OKC won? Nice. I know a lot of people there are not. You know, I sent out a call to Brody. Because he has like a hotline. I called Brody up to like on that messenger line that he put up. See if he used mine for a video at some point. I don't know, but yeah. But the thing with the D-backs is that like sometimes you look at like, oh, renovations, like really we're gonna have taxpayers foot the bill. But A, they don't own the stadium, and B, the renovation's for AC. It's not like it's for luxury seats or extra amenities. It's literally for working AC. Rays to Orlando or Jacksonville? I don't think so anymore after the team got bought. Must-win game for the Cubs? I don't know if it's a must-win for the Cubs, but it would definitely... You can't get swept. You can't get swept, I know that. If you see me a huge mistake, I did not see that. Thoughts on losing to the White Sox 7-3. Look, at the end of the day, 0 on the count to Swanson, in there for a called strike 0-2. At the end of the day, planning to see Elio, nice. Heard good things about the movie. Heard good things. So the thing with that White Sox game, Zach Allen sucks. Zach Allen is washed. I think we can admit that. Zach Gallen is completely washed at this point. He is not that good. And I'm counting down the days till he is not a D-back. And he hits free agency this year. 0-2, way outside on that sweeper. 1-2. I'm counting down the days. How's it going, Steven? Here's the other thing, though, with that series. Oh, caught it back with a runner on second. 1 out, though. It was a third down. Turns into a sack fly. Oh, and they lost by 1. Oh, that's rough. 1-2. Swanson fouls it off. It's now 2-0 Rays. So that's the thing with Gallen. On the other hand, here's some of the D-backs. I said from day one, you gotta take advantage of this stretch. You got the Rockies, you got the White Sox, you got the Marlins. 1-2, fly ball, right center field. That is going to find the gap. It's a ground rule double. And for the second straight inning, the Cubs get the leadoff man on as Dansby Swanson gets on board with a leadoff double. I'll send Michael Busch up to bat with 1 on in scoring position and nobody out. Swanson has been struggling this series, 1 for 9. What can Busch do here? He's just 1 for his last 8 over the last 2 games. Acquire another star and move Gallen to the pen? Yeah. No, I don't think they leave Florida. I think they're going to go to Ybor City. But like I said with the D-backs, get back to that question. 1 of the counts that Cutter misses outside. At the end of the day, you have to go 6-3 against the Rockies, White Sox, and Marlins. You're on pace. You're 4-2. You're 4-2 in that stretch. You got to take the series against the Marlins. Won't be easy because obviously you're hurt. 1-0, fouled off 1-1. Obviously, this team is banged up beyond belief, and obviously Marlins are playing a lot better as of late. Come on with you. We're sorry, but we don't play the Mets again. No, we do not. We got the Mets at the wrong time. We got both games against the Mets at the wrong time. And you want the Cubs. I'll get you on that. Appreciate you, man. $4 going there. Outside, 2-1 the count. Adam Silver getting booed? Oh, thank God. I mean, he always gets booed. Orlando or Jacksonville? No, I think they go to like a suburb of Tampa. 2-1, fouled off 2-2. I think after what happened, I think they're going to go to a suburb of Tampa. Took a series of queens, yes. Thoughts on Nolan switching the Eagles can turn the page. 2-2. As Busch into right center field, that is going to find the gap for a base hit. Busch gets on board, and the Cubs score another run. Their 3rd hit of the game, and Michael Busch with an RBI single. 2-0 Cubs early on, and that will send Horner up to bat. He took a series in Queens somehow. Stretch out Meno. Well, he's hurt. Meno's on the IL. It's a good recommendation. You know, Meno's a starter is a good recommendation. It would be a good plan if he was healthy. But in case you haven't noticed, all our pitchers are dead. Horner into right center field, same spot, but this time sliding to make the grab is Garrett Hampson for the first out. So the thing with turning the page, I get it. You can't dwell in the past. It's like last season was fun as an Eagles fan, but now if you're a player, it's time to move on and it's a new year. I get it. Yes, I get it. Yeah, if you name a pitcher on the D-backs, there's a 50% chance he is hurt right now. There's a 25% chance he's got Tommy John. Matt Shaw coming up. First pitch, misses inside, 0-1 the count. Shaw struggling as of late. McCullough's going to be the coach? Why? Or a coach? Why? That makes no sense to me. That one in there on the bottom part of the zone, 1-1. Mav is on the clock, and they will be off the clock in 20 seconds. We think this could be Cooper Flag. Shaw's just, over his last 11 games, 3 for 32. He's hitting .094 in his last 11. He's starting to cool down after a good stretch at one point after getting called back up for a rough start to the season. Right, a coach, okay. Among groups by the Rays include Portland and Salt Lake. How will the divisions work out if the Rays move to the West Coast? LeBron to the White Sox, yes. Oh, a coach, okay. Yeah, a coach is fine. It's not the manager. The Rays move to the West? How the divisions work? Tigers probably go East. 1-2, a blooper, but making the play. Going into the the outfield grass is Sujazi for the second out. A-Rod retiring? It's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. Evaldi? Yeah. I've just seen any arms at this point. Any arms. Nico looks so happy. He's like, I dodged a bullet with the Luka trade. Like, it actually sort of worked out. McGuire up. 2 out, 1 on. Reese McGuire, 0 for 3 yesterday. Takes down for a strike, 0-1. Tied together on Dodgers, so that makes sense. So ball 1, 1 on the count. McGuire, his first season with the Cubs. Swing and a miss on the outside changeup, 1-1. What do you think the Rays stay in Tampa? Just because of the owner they sold it to. Or they're trying to sell it to. They're trying to sell it to. Mullen should hire Madden, Farrell, or even Ozzie Guillen. Oh, they tried that before. It didn't work out. They tried Ozzie. That one outside. If they pick Walter Clayton, I would lose my mind. Yeah, Nico Harrison dodged a bullet. But Rogers retiring, yeah, it's about time. It's about time. I need him to go away. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I need him to go away. The fact that he said today on McAfee, or he said, yeah, it was yesterday on McAfee, foul ball 2-2, that he plans after he's done playing to, like, step away from the limelight, doesn't want to be in the public. Like, you were a candidate for vice president. You wanted to host Jeopardy. You voluntarily go on the biggest sports show in the country. What do you mean? You want to go away and don't want to be bothered, and you want to step out of the public light. Like, you embrace it. Is he Jacksonville based? I think part of him is. CJ Stroud retire? He didn't play well last year. You know, he didn't play well. Aaron Rodgers was skills. I don't think so. Move the Rays to the NL, Marlins to the AL to fill the Back to the Future prophecy. Ooh. I love Walter Clayton Jr. 2-2. McGuire fouls it off. The Suns are at 10. I want to get Queen. If he falls, I'm intrigued by Queen. I love watching him at Maryland. I'm intrigued by Queen. Who want to be VP? Well, the rumor was that RFK was going to be, when he was running for president, the rumor for a time was that Aaron Rodgers was going to be his VP pick. And Rodgers never outright denied it. 2-2. Dallas is not picked yet, but they're going to get flagged. 2-2. McGuire takes a high fastball into deep right field, backing up by the track. It's gone. McGuire on a pitch way outside the zone, up at the letters, and he belts it out for a homer. Yeah, I don't know who the Suns are going to get. Okay, so 4-0 the score as McGuire hits his 5th home run of the season. It was not a bad 2-2 pitch. It was a high fastball at the letters. It was way upstairs, and McGuire just decided to take a crack at it. And he belts it into deep right field. Warriors won't be over cheap if the Suns do buy him out. Take him. Please take him. First pitch and then first strike to Happ. He hit a home run last time. So first time through the order. And the Cubs get 4. Let's start streaming. A Cubs game was their last win, so hope bring more luck. We'll see. We'll see. Happ fouls it off 0-2. Usually the Cubs have pretty good luck on these streams. The Cardinals do not. The Cardinals are 0-2 on these streams. The Cardinals are 0-2. The first time through for Fetty. This season, first time through the order. 0-2. Did not offer 1-2. Opponent saying just 209 on him. So he starts off games well, but obviously this game has not been starting off well. Dallas picks super flag. I did not see that coming. That one outside 2-2. Thoughts on Kalkbrenner? A Creighton? I like Kalkbrenner. I like him. I like Queen more. I like his body more for the NBA game. I like the typical big man. I like Kalkbrenner. Swing and a miss on the slider inside. Fetty allows 3 that inning, though, and the Cubs lead 4-0. I would rather have Queen than Kalkbrenner, But I do like I liked Kalkbrenner playing at Creighton. I like watching him play. We need a big man. We gotta go big man. Gotta go big man. Yeah, what was this? McGuire to start... Playing teams should have identical, very low odds from the top pick. Yes, I agree with you there. I agree with you. Come on with it, too. I appreciate you, man. Is Frank the Tank right and the Mets season over? Kalkbrenner second round? Yeah, I was going to say 10's a bit high for Kalkbrenner. I liked watching him play, but I'd rather have Queen over Kalkbrenner. 10's a bit high for him. I was going to say, I didn't see him going in the top 10. Frank is a doomer. Frank is a doomer. I mean, here's the thing with Frank the Tank. He is a sky is falling at every moment. And sometimes you're going to be right on that. But, look, you're still in the playoff hunt. There's still more than half the season to go. They're going to make moves at the deadline. Cohen's got money. They'll spend. It's not over. It's just a bad slump. Every team goes through one bad slump. Every team goes through one bad slump. I'll put it this way. In 2023, the Arizona Diamondbacks, they were on a horrible slump. Oh, he went ballistic last night. That was incredible. The D-backs, I don't know if you remember how bad they were at one point in 2023. They were 50-34. Okay? They were 50-34. And then by August 15th, they were 59-60. They had a stretch where they went 9-25. Kalkbrenner, not first round, but for depth, he needs to bulk up a little bit. So teams have these slumps. Every team, no matter how good you are, you're gonna have a slump. Basically, you need to be able to group pretty much. Outside one other count to Arenado, Sujazi, and Gorman do up here for 2016. Thoughts on the Marte situation? As 2016 finals go, 7 Coastal makes College World Series finals. Cubs were first in AL Central. All right, so congratulations, Cubs. You're going to win it. You're going to win it. Oh, no, I don't think Frank's doing it for entertainment. Frank has always been that guy. Frank's always been that man. Thoughts on Marte's situation? I'm glad the fan got banned. That's a huge line you cross. Arenado into left field, and that is foul. Good contact on that one. Fouls it off. Arenado hit that big home run in that game against the Reds. That's sent into extras. Hitting 247 this year, lowest average of his career. And that one will not raise the average. It's a shallow fly ball into left field, and making the play is Happ for the first out. It was our heckle team hard to play. Yeah, they just want attention. They want the attention of being like the class clown. And obviously, look, heckling. I respect good hecklers. I do respect good hecklers. Like hecklers that make you laugh and whatnot. Like I've heard some good ones, but obviously there's a line, and the line is obviously not. The line is when you talk about dead family members, you go way over the line. Fouled off to Sujazi, 0 on the count. Odds of Florida repeats next season. I would say about 10%. I would say 10%. I'm glad the fan got banned, though. I'm really glad the fan got banned. And we're all going to rally around him Friday. Like, I cannot wait for the game on Friday because the ovation that Marte is going to get is going to be insane. 0-1. Sujazi fouls that one off. Boyd's got very good control of his pitches. Yeah, you don't go after a player's family. You do not go after a player's family. Fans stacked the first base coach for? Yes, they have. Yep. Well, the fans say he basically insulted Ketel Marte and talked about his dead mom, which is like way over the line. 0-2 to Sujazi. That one outside. 1-2. Yeah, Frank the Tank's ranks are great. No, Frank didn't get banned. No, it was a White Sox fan. No, Frank didn't get banned. 1-2. Sujazi into shallow left. And Boyd's been magnificent so far. 20 pitches for the first 5 outs. It's like great control. He's got to hand the count every single at bat. And again, the one man to get on came on board with an error, 4-3 grounder. So Boyd's doing a very good job. Yeah, Kuna Heckler, yes. All right, I got to rank these. Oh, okay. Well, Henderson's last. I know that much. Though Ross sucked, but Henderson's last. You know, EDP was very sensationalist at his prime. Man, it's not a lot of great options in that one. Jay-Z being the halftime act. Insert the Obama putting the medal on himself meme. 1-0. Gorman into left field, and all 3 outs directly to Hap. So we go top 3. Boyd looking sharp so far. Pozo, Hampson, Donovan do up in the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the 3rd, here we go. Harrison's worse than Miller? Yes. Yes, he played 1 season in Jacksonville. He sucked. Trust me on this one. He's worse than Miller. Florida team could beat the 06 Western title teams. 05, 25? 25 could beat 06, not 07. Not 07. How long will it be until Flag gets straight to Lakers? He needs to gain like 20 pounds. You know, I remember the heckler. In case I remember him. Who's the... Surtan's the best. Surtan's the best of that bunch. Henderson's the worst. Surtan's easily the best. I would go Barr, McGlinchey, Oliver, Floyd, Cross, Flowers, Ross, Milner, Henderson. 84 game season. I didn't hear about that. Is Angel going to 84? 84? Why? What's the point of that? I thought we're going to make it longer? We're going to make the season longer? Why? Halftime's record held by Happy, yep. By many, yep. 3 putouts that one. Why on earth? Spurs take Harper. Why are they going to 84? We're making the I don't know why we're making the season longer in the NHL. We're going to have more regular season games? Drag this out to like July for the Stanley Cup? What are we doing? Yeah, Harper going to, no surprises. The draft starts at 3. Here we go. Reduced preseason games? Okay, that makes sense then. When NBA expands Vegas to Seattle, Pelicans move to the Eastern Conference? No, it's going to be the Timberwolves. United picks were not good. 49ers. Timberwolves are going to be the team that moves. More geographically based with Milwaukee and Indiana and Chicago and all those guys. Sixers are up. Yes, Sixers are up. Fox and CBS getting a Christmas Day game in the next TV deal with 3rd game alternating between ABC and NBC. No, I think Netflix is just going to keep throwing a boatload of money and get 2 games. Make sure you get 4 games against each division opponent. I mean, I guess. But, okay, if you're reducing the preseason, I get it at least. But, I don't know. It's a long season. Playing over 100 games, including playoffs and whatnot. That's a lot. 1-0 the count. Fetty has allowed the leadoff man to get on each of the first 2 innings. Tucker fouls that one off. 1-1 the count. Kyle Tucker 0 for 1 today. Tucker in line to make a Sports Straight All-Star game. Dylan Harper feels like a star. Him and Castle make a great shooter pairing if Wemby isn't a ball hog. I mean, you got Harper, Castle, Fox, Wemby. I mean, you still need some help down low. YouTube stream free NBA games? I would say no. I would say no. Not yet, at least. High needs 80 with a few breaks. 2-1 to Tucker. That one, bottom part of the zone, just misses downstairs 3-1. You said the Cubs at some point, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Maybe tomorrow or Friday. Cubs are a fun team. Cubs are fun. 96 to New York, but tomorrow's going to be the 70s. That is a drastic drop-off. Grizzlies and Wolves moving east. Yeah. Wolves and either Grizzlies or Pels. Tucker into right center field. That ball is gone. Kyle Tucker. His 16th of the season. The 3rd straight inning. The Cubs get the leadoff man on. Their 3rd home run of the game. And the Cubs up 5-0. Kyle Tucker raking on that one. First inning, Hap with a leadoff shot. 2nd inning, Bush with a leadoff double into right center. 3rd inning, Tucker with a leadoff shot. Kyle Tucker acquired from the Astros, and what a move that's turned out to be. Or no, it'll be 16-60, yes. Suzuki into right field, backing up by the track, at the wall, making the grab. Nice concentration there by Burleson for the first out. But they're making good contact off him. They're making really good contact. You're not seeing a lot of strikeouts. You're not seeing ground ball outs. You're not seeing lazy flyouts. You're seeing hard contact off of Fetty. And Fetty this season, it has not been bad. A 3.54 ERA. He has really not been bad this year. But 5 runs allowed thus far. There's the grounder, 4-3, PCA, 0 for 2. Well, Anthony has not gone off to a good start, but he can turn around. Fetty's a guy who, entering this game over his last 8 starts, had a 2.53 ERA. And allowed just 3 home runs in 46 innings. He's allowed 3 tonight already. Well, I don't know what you mean by that, Walter. A private company can do whatever it wants. Freedom of speech is not a thing. Freedom of speech is not a thing when it comes to YouTube. Private companies can do whatever they want. Angel Draft still happen in LA? Yes. Yes, I think everything's quieted down there. First pitch to Swanson. That's a grounder. So 3 straight pitches for 3 outs. Well, Swanson grounds out. 5-3 on that one. An interesting plate discipline there by Chicago. As I go down on 3 straight pitches. But leadoff shot by Tucker. They gave him a 5-0 lead early on, trying to take this first game of the series after the Cards won the first 2. Yeah, Core needs to go. If you like what you folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It helps out a ton of the channel to try to grow this community even more. Again, if you are a member, we do have emojis in the chat. You get a lot of cool perks for being a member. One of those is the Cardinals and the Cubs emojis. If you haven't seen today's video, click that link above. Number 1 picks from then. I mean, Kuechly has to be number 1. He feels like 2017 again. It does. Kuechly's number 1. I think that's obvious. Tyrone Smith is 2. I'd probably put Sims at last. Williams at 3. Kevin Williams is 3. Kuechly's 1. Smith, Williams. Raji. Ginn. Spiller. Rivers. Reggie Williams was pretty bad. What? No, they made their pick. What are you talking about? They made their pick. The pick's in. Reggie Williams, Carlos Rogers, Ernie Sims is last. They made their pick. I don't know who it is, but they made their pick. The pick is in. With A's groundbreaking effectively seal them in Vegas and chase field renovations over the side, I think expansion can happen soon. Yep. Got to get the A's and the Rays situations figured out, and then you're good to go. Wish them let's get Cora. You do not want that. Trust me, you do not want that. Well, 4-4 Guardians tied up against the Blue Jays. 4-1 Mets, bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded, 1 out. So the Mets have a chance to blow this thing open. 7-0 Rangers, bottom 7 there. Harvey or Henderson, who was worse? Oh, they both sucked. They both sucked so much. Henderson had at least 1 good game in Jacksonville. Harvey, I can't remember having a single good game. So, I would say Harvey's worse. Henderson had 1 good game. His first game against the Colts. Guess what day it is, baby? Hump day, let's go. Pozo, Hampson, Donovan do up here. As Boyd's not allowed to hit so far. Rays go new ballpark? Yes, new ballpark. All right, the Sixers are taking 0-1. Fouled off. What are they taking? Edge come from Baylor. Edge come from Baylor. 0-2. You got a rest for video upload over my friend using vulgar language videos upload back when the rules didn't exist back 15 years ago? Probably just the bots. You can probably appeal it. Pozo down the left field line. First hit of the game for the Cardinals. It's going to be a leadoff double for Pozo as he slides into second with his 4th double of the season. His first year in St. Louis. We'll see how far Ace falls. As here comes Garrett Hampson. A 2-3 for Toronto because screw doing what teams should do. But Toronto's playing good. I do like Toronto a lot. Phil Continental League, 1 promise made to the organizer with an expansion team in every Plant City. Buffalo is the only one that hasn't got one. Wow. Yeah, Rays ballparks will be in the same vein as those. Hampson, pop up into the outfield and calling everyone off as a center fielder. PCA. Garrett Hampson, his first game as a Cardinal, I got to be honest. I don't know why he's on the team. I don't know why Garrett Hampson is here. He was with the D-backs to start the year off. He sucked. He then went to the Reds. He sucked. And now he's on his third team before the All-Star break. And I got nothing about why he's there. How many Combs, Oakland? I don't think too many at this point. Second time through now. Boyd very sharp the first time. Just one hit allowed. No walks. First pitch in their first strike, 0-1. Why the Rays stay in Tampa? I think they're going to get the same deal done. I think it's just a better market. I think they're going to get the same deal done. Need humans to enforce rules? Well, you get to a human at some point. I will say. I've had issues before, and I've been able to speak to humans. You can get to humans if you appeal long enough. If you go through the process, you can appeal to humans. Yeah, Mets are going to be up 6-1. First time through this year, opponent seeing just 207 on Boyd. Second time through, it jumps to 250. 0-2, Donovan into left center field. And PCA covering that. He's been busy today, making the play for the second out. Just 29 pitches so far for the first 8 outs, and it could have been fewer than that if it wasn't for the 4-3 error made in the first inning. So Boyd making quick work of these Cardinal batters. If you're at 45 through 3, that's really good. He's at 29 right now. Someone bought a $30 snare drum and still sounds better than Saint Anger. I'm not surprised. It doesn't sound as frantic. Tick, 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 tick. You have a trackable roof? Yep. You gotta have a roof at least. Which they will. They will for sure. At the very least, if you're gonna go indoor stadium, don't make it look like an abandoned mall like the Trop looked. Win first pitch outside for ball 1-0. Win 2 for 8 this series thus far. The 1-0 by Boyd. Downstairs too. All they did was age restricted. Oh. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. How long have I been on YouTube? I've been on as a content creator since 2019. 2019 I've been on since. 2-0 in there for a called strike 2-1. I've been on YouTube as a content creator for the last 6 years. And yeah, I've had some issues. I've definitely had some issues. Definitely times when I had to appeal because there was a copyright issue or a video got age restricted or monetization got restricted, but you get far enough in the process, you can talk to a human. And for how much goes on YouTube, it's actually pretty impressive how they streamline everything. Okay, one of his videos. D-backs decision on Chase Field renovations, do you say was also an expansion role? Yes, I think so. Favorite sports teams in pro and college. All right, 2 to the count to win. Downstairs full count. Win one of the few batters to actually make Boyd work this season on a full count. Win getting on 38% of the time. So, Jaguars in the NFL. Diamondbacks for baseball. Suns, basketball. High Point for college, but we don't have a football team, so USA or I saw World Series used to some about USA. Florida, UF, ASU. I combined UF and ASU. Florida and Arizona State for football. Fouled off 3-2. And safe harbor stuff. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. So that and then Fulham for soccer. 3-2. Win. Grounder. Diving play at short to save a run. Will not get the out, but Swanson saves a run at least. It is a base hit. But Dansby Swanson with the dive to prevent that from going into the outfield. And we'll keep the game at 5-0. Burleson coming up with 2 on and 2 out. Thoughts on states banning phones in public schools? I hate it. I hate it. Look, on one hand, I get it. Smartphones, I completely get. But I get Bang in the classroom. Is Bailey a bust? I don't know. I don't know too much about Bailey. On the other hand, with the smartphones, first off, teachers have enough on their plate anyway. They have too much on their plate anyway. We're going to add more to their plate. We're going to limit their time teaching so that's to enforce phone policies and whatnot by the government. Number two, with it, I should be allowed to use my phone in first pitch on the outside 0-1. I should be allowed to use my phone in like lunch, off periods, in between periods. I should be allowed to do that. I should be completely allowed to do that. There are teachers that also encourage people to use their phones in class. Like, it's part of, like, assignments for some people. Like, I know my AP US history teacher, he allowed you to use your phone in class. He's like, if I'm talking about something you want to look up the thing and learn more, you can go for it. The other thing, too, and this is what I hate about this, and I hate that I even have to bring this up, but you know what the first thing that came to my mind is? The first thing that came to my mind when they talk about banning phones, 0-1, fouled off 0-2, and I hate that we have to bring this up. Like, it's the only country that we have to bring this up in. What if there's a school shooting? And I need to, or a bomb threat. I mean, there was a bomb threat my senior year of high school. I need to text my parents to let them know, hey, come pick me up. There's a bomb threat. If there's a school shooting or bomb threat, I need to text my parents, say, come pick me up. Because I don't want to die. 0-2, fouled off. Like, you can't do that. If phones are not allowed, what happens in one of those cases? If no one's allowed to bring their phone, and some lunatic comes in, what happens then? 0-2, rip down the first baseline foul. Or just music copyright, such as saying skateboard videos, they should go back to me on the tactic. Well, you can mute it. Yeah, you can definitely mute the audio. That's a feature. That's a feature that you can put in. How's it going, Zippy? Appreciate you, man. Or like if something runs late, like after school thing runs late, 0-2 outside 1-2. Or something with like the bus isn't coming, or like I'm staying after for a little bit, like if you want to ban smartphones, okay. You want to ban smartphones. 1-2, Burleson, grounder right to Bush at first. He'll make the play. Cards leave 2 stranded. We go top 4. How's it going, Zippy? If you want to ban smartphones, not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about government interference with that, but at least I sort of understand it. But just banning phones in general sucks. Absolutely sucks. Cannonball to the Hornets. I like the move a lot for them. I know a lot of Duke fans are going to like the move too. Duke and Hornets fans are going to like that. Ooh, all right. Rank those picks. All right. Man. Urlacher's 1. Freddie T is 2. Henderson 3. Lincoln Kennedy 4. Ugh. Let's go happen. Yep. Zelly's probably last, right? Or Tom Knight's probably last. Have bad during passing periods? Really? See, I can't imagine. Only lunch we could use them? Not crazy about that. And Tom Knight's probably last. Opinion on the collusion case. It's one of those things where I get why it's a big deal, but I also think it's a bit overblown. Like, obviously collusion's illegal, but guaranteed contracts in the NFL are stupid. And I don't think anyone else is going to give a guaranteed contract outside of the one time the Browns did for Watson for some inexplicable reason. Has to go for Hornets break their streak. It's still the Hornets. They still get hurt a lot. Didn't have phone rules that much when we were in school. Graduated 2 years ago. Yeah, no, I graduated 2015. We didn't have phone rules except, like, don't use your phone in class. Like, without permission and whatnot. But, like... It was the Yonder pouches? Yes, I've heard of those, yes. I know they use it for a lot of comedy shows. Yeah, but again, the whole thing with the pouch. Phone bans at weddings? Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Because the thing with weddings, too. The thing with weddings don't take that long. Weddings do not take that long. And the other thing is that if you need to make a call, just step outside. Bush, base hit into right, and the Cubs, for the 4th straight inning, get the leadoff man on board. Bush, 2 for 2 today, halfway to the cycle. You know, yeah. To students in particular, grade would have as much of an issue. You know, waiting show respect, yeah. Yeah, it's a circus nowadays, yep. Graduated 2018, only one class managed to put away the phone in the pouch. Oh, man. My school didn't have strict phone rules, but I also graduated high school 11 years ago. Yep, I graduated 10 years ago, so we were just like, yeah, don't use them. Be smart. How's it going, David? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, weddings, I'm okay with the restriction with weddings, because obviously, if you need to use your phone, you can leave the facility. So, the wedding does not take long. The ceremony is not long. 1-1 the count. You shouldn't have your phone at a wedding anyways. Like, you should not have your phone at a wedding, period, at a wedding. And then obviously at the wedding, if you do need to do something, you can obviously you have freedom to leave. Basically, the thing is that if there is a situation, you have freedom to leave. School, you don't have freedom to leave. If something comes up, you have freedom to leave. I mean, you would have barely knew 21 years ago. Yep. There are receptions. Oh, I don't know about that. The actual ceremony, no problem with it. Fouled off 1-2. Now, the reception, I mean, that's a long time. Lane was probably pretty... Yes, he was. Yes. He was a clear number 1 on that one, a clear number 10. How's it going, Jokes? Appreciate you, man. You want Hornets too? 7-1, you and me both. You and me both. I know a lot of Hornets fans from my time in North Carolina. Stay 1-2. First round picks going exactly as expected. Yep. I like Knibble to the Hornets. I'm happy with that. I think a lot of Hornets fans are too, as Duke fans. Doesn't have to go very far. Wings are about the pride and agreements. One of those other things you just don't do. Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. With the wedding. 1-2. Downstairs 2-2. And the runner will steal. So Bush takes second. Oh no, I'm with you there, David. I am with you there on that one. Thank God he's banned for life at every stadium. Yeah, Hornets finally got a good shooter. Yeah, Lang was being thrown out a lot. Yes, he was. Lang was pretty bad. Yeah, the reception, though, I mean, banning at a reception seems kind of a lot. 2-2. Foul ball and sliding to make the play. Nice job there and right by Burleson. Runner will tag 90 feet, though. You know, it's a long drought. It's a long drought for the Hornets. For the first down. Nice play by Burleson, but runner is down 90 feet from scoring. Now some Matt Shaw's about who's been struggling as of late. Because I'm thinking like wedding receptions, like people drink. What if you need to hail an Uber? And weddings, people leave at different times for the reception. Yeah, no, Lavello, say you want Lavello. He's a player's manager. Lavello will stick up for his players, and I love that. Draft begins now. Here we go. Shaw, 0 for 1. First pitch inside, 1-0. Cubs have scored every inning thus far. Svetty is on 60 pitches now. And Shaw is 3 for his last 33. All right, that's a step too far, yes. I'm with you there. So also you want to get a picture, too. You want to get a picture of the place and whatnot. You want to get a picture of who the Pacers pick. I don't know. Bailey goes at 5. One of my cousin August second. Nice. Have a good time, man. Have a good time. 2-0. Outside 3-0. Don't vote for football season if you don't want the football game in your competition. Yep. Amen to that. Was another lady yelling she should be in too? Well, I don't know what the lady was saying. But what if you just want to take a photo? You want to take a photo at a reception, 3-0, in there on the Mount Brothers zone for strike 3-1. You want to take a photo at the reception with your friend. The photo of the two of you at the reception. You want to take a photo of the scenery. Obviously, the wedding itself, no phones. But the reception, that's a step too far. I want to go. I want to go to a wedding like that. Leave if you didn't know. I mean, that's always a step too far to bring up family members. In the dirt, ball 4. Runners on the corners, just 1 out. Double play ball isn't effective, at least, but McGuire up to bat. Hit a home run last time. Went to 3 different high schools. One of them was an alternative high school for a sophomore year that made you put away your phone. Oh. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because I'm just seeing, like, emergencies and whatnot. And then your free time, you should be allowed to do whatever you want in your free time. Ooh, Richmond was great. Terry McDaniel was great as well. Sammy Smith's the worst. I know that. Sammy Smith's the worst. Kevin Allen. I don't know. Bruce Matthews is number 1. Bruce Matthews is number 1. Webb is probably 2. McDaniel 3. Jerome Brown 4. I know I would put Sammy Smith at 10. As far as it gets, there you go. Oh, the moment to be dead. Oh, that, yeah. Let's look at that. How's it going, Ben? Dip it in and out. Still can't sleep. 143. Ooh. I want to get to bed soon. Kevin on top of the list of worst players. Yo, Kevin Allen was not good. Sammy Smith, though, was a fumbling machine. Sammy Smith was an albatross for the Dolphins. I like watching these streams so I can vent about people doing stupid things. I like it too. Downstairs, 1-0. Runner goes. Successfully steals second. It's not a double steal. So Shaw gets in. If you have your phone on reception, at least be careful not to get in the way of the photographer. That I agree with. That I 100% agree with. Don't do the photographer's job. I get that. Wizards and Hornets. Who wins first? As McGuire pops it up, shallow center. And that's going to be caught. I don't think it's going to be deep enough to tag the runner. Hampson makes the grab, and the runner will hold. Yeah, I'll blame you. On that one. Thoughts on Jazz sticking Bailey? Talented player. Just... I didn't watch a whole lot of Rutgers this year. Probably sit there for 10 minutes and shoot off. All good. Third time through the order now. Ian Happ coming up with 2 on and 2 out. Can they blow this game open? Texas close to a luau? I would say no. Luau to a luau. Where's the Hornets? Who wins first? I have confidence in neither of them to win, but the Hornets win healthy. At least I could see potential. If they're healthy, I could see potential. Wizards, I don't see any vision right now with the Wizards. 1-0 downstairs to Happ. I would say first base is open, but obviously with Kyle Tucker up to bat in the on-deck circle, you don't want to load the bases up for him. 1-0. Happ, base hit. Into right field. The Cubs have scored every inning thus far. 2 will come across as Ian Happ gets on board. Another RBI for him. It's a 2-run single, and the Cubs lead 7-0. Ian Happ does it again. And Fetty, who again has been very sharp as of late, just 13 runs allowed in his last 8 games, a 2.53 ERA, has allowed 7 tonight already. We're not even through the 4th. We're texting Memorial Service 3 weeks ago. I guess in that case, yeah. Don't wear, like, unless you're talking, like, by text, you mean like a cowboy hat and, like, boots? I don't even mean by Texas stuff. Like, that's fine. I thought you meant, like, do you mean like a cowboy, like dress up like a cowboy? 1-0, Tucker, outside 2-0. Might be on New Year's, but I don't miss 2 Patriots games. Just 1 game sucks as it is. Amen to that. I don't miss Jaguars games. Haven't missed a Jaguars game since 2008. Yeah, I'm looking for some good doing. Yeah, I don't mean my Texas clothes. I mean like t-shirt with like Texas on it. That's one. I thought you mean like cowboy, like with the hat and the boots and the. Oh, jeans, cowboy hat, and boots. I want to wear a cowboy hat and boots to. I want to wear a cowboy hat and boots to a luau. I wouldn't do that. Favorite immersive rule implementation? No, not for pros. No, if you pay money for a game, you should be able to see 9 innings of it. Downstairs 3-1. And also the other thing, too, is it messes up players' stats. Messes up history and whatnot. Like the idea that someone might be denied a perfect game because of a mercy rule. It's got to go 9. I wouldn't like that. No, so baseball's weird. Baseball is weird. 3-2. We've seen stuff happen. It's an untimed sport. It's an untimed sport. Baseball is weird. So it's a chance to get guys in low leverage spots. Like blowouts tell you a lot about your team on both sides. Name States released 5 championships. Ooh, let me think about this one. 3-2 the count. As Tucker, ground off the old base hit. Tucker 2 for 3 today. And runners will be on the corners with 2 out. For lower money, I did not know that. Tucker does it again. Suzuki coming up. The last game you missed was that Vegas game. Oof. All right, so San Antonio's got 5. LA's got at least 5. Chicago's got 6. Boston, obviously. So that's 4 cities with 5 championships. Would it be San Fran? Bay Area? Would Bay Area be the other one? I'm thinking Bay Area on that one. First pitch, shot foul. Because the Warriors won 4 during this dynasty of theirs. Did they get another one? Did they get another one back in the 70s or before? There was a... I know the Kings won 1 Sacktown. Minneapolis. Oh, yeah. The Lakers won 5 there. Wow. 1-1. Who are the offseason? The Cardinals 44-36 after they did nothing in the offseason. No one. I'm impressed with the Cardinals. Not this game, obviously, but impressed with them in the season. Also, it's a game where he lost first round bye versus 4-11 Dolphins in New Orleans on a cruise ship. Oof. 1-1. Downstairs 2-1. Trey Johnson. Ooh. Then we're going to go. Appreciate you as always, Jack. Good luck the rest of the stream. Appreciate you. Cannot wait. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have our UK-friendly time stream because tomorrow's game that we're doing should be Cubs Cardinals, I think. That'll start at, I think, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock your time. Or no, that starts at like 9 o'clock your time. Stolen base here for Tucker. They're running on Pozo back there. Continues to be a bloodbath switch over. I'm not sure yet. Not sure. Oakland, San Jose, UFL team. I'm going to say not yet. No, I think they're going to move a team to Louisville and they're going to go Tulsa for expansion and New Orleans. Frank the Bridge, no. 3-1. Modern Simpsons. I don't know too many episodes of that. Inside, and Suzuki walks. Bases are loaded. And this is getting out of hand for Fetty early on. He's nearing 80 pitches. You figure he's done after this inning. You know, Life Robinson football? Yep. You and me both. Is that going to be it for him? Ooh, all right. Gerald Riggs was great. Otis Armstrong was really good, too. Mel Owens. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, Trey Johnson, the Wiz. Yep. You know, I don't leave my place in the fall. It's really good. Yeah, I think it's going to get pulled. After 3 2/3 responsible for the bases loaded. Frank applied for permits to get a bridge for himself in Akron. Granted, say you can have a bridge, took a bridge from the park. Are you kidding me? How do you lose all the broadcasting rights? Fox went all in. Fox spent a ton of money on it. It was around the time, too, that ESPN was starting to hemorrhage money. Yeah, Brody Walks and Montana can run. Absolutely. All right, let me think about the picks for a second. So Riggs was really good. Yeah, who had Fetty go in less than 4? Rough outing for him. He's gone at 5 at least in each of his last 13 outings. The Wiz, he's on down the road traveling. Yep. Riggs was really good, obviously. Owens. I think about his last. The worst time he was with Spence. Jeez. Oh, God. Not wrong there. Let's see if we can have a bridge, but yeah, nothing about taking from a park. Nope. Nothing about that. I don't know what the worst would be. I might go Bean on that. Bean did nothing in Atlanta. Bean did nothing. So I'm going to go Bean as the last. Do good, baby. King, the new pitcher. First pitch. Crow Armstrong grounds out with the bases loaded. So King comes in, gets out of the jam. His PCA struggling today. But the Cubs get a couple more. William Part 2 might disappoint. Yeah. I know about the guy that stole the bridge. I know that. You know, Part 2... Act 2 is very different from Act 1. Act 2 is going to be a whole new movie. So Boyd's got a lot of run support. If Joe Montana hadn't been Niners quarterback, would Brody be in the Hall of Fame today? I'm going to say no, but he should be in. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, 2 is basically just going to be a retelling of Wizard of Oz. Which is not how it was in the original. Because Act 2 is very fast-paced in the original. It's a very different musical. So I don't know how it's going to be, but... I'm excited for it. I will see it. So John King entering the game for the Cardinals. Just trying to stop the bleeding here. Contreras, Arenado, Sue Jay-Z. Yeah, MLB's 100% the right to ban the heckler? Absolutely. Yeah, family members, dead family, you cross a huge line there. Cross a huge line. All right, I sure want to Oscar for the first start. She was great. She was great. Yeah, fat finger syndrome? Not fun. Not fun, Allie. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Again, we do have a new video dropping. Broadcast controversy. Right, bro's more remembered yet. A QB that wins MVP should at least be considered. Counterpoint to that is Brian Sipe. Should Brian Sipe be a Hall of Famer? We cannot have the argument about Brian Sipe being a Hall of Famer. Yeah, Steel Holbridge, no noticing. That is impressive. It is impressive. Pretty much everything Niners before the A's forgot it. Yep. Boyd, first pitch. Curveball in there. First strike, 0-1. Yeah, if no one notices that you steal the whole bridge, that's squatters' rights at that point. 0-2 the count. Contreras are now JC do up here. Rangers beat the Orioles 7-0. Orioles get just one hit all game. Sipe is 1 in a million. Yeah, but you said any quarterback. That's the problem with that. That one upstairs and out, 1-2. But Brody should be in the Hall of Fame. Brody should be a Hall of Famer. He wasn't even nominated last year for the senior committee. And by that, I mean there were 190 people to get nominated to get whittled down to 3 and then 1. He wasn't even one of the 190. Jake Delhomme got a nomination. John Brody did not last year. I look at some of the guys, I'm like, wait, what? 1-2 fouled off. Like the senior committee nominations last year. Foucher won that year? Yeah. One, 2, outside, 2-2. Scientology? It could be. I doubt it. But it could be. Yeah, but 183. Yeah, Shaq Harris was. Yeah, Shaq Harris was nominated. Bobby Hebert was. 2-2. Contreras. Into left field. Just foul. Those like fears. All right, it's going well for the Suns right now in terms of potentially getting a big man. Maybe seeing Wyoming besides Laramie or Cheyenne. Ooh. Jackson Hole? I think Jackson Hole. Yeah, Shaq Harris got a nom. John Brody did not. How does that make sense? 2-2. Swing and a miss. Contreras strikes out. Well, the Sipe thing was a pro... Not the Sipe thing. The The Mosley vote was protest. That was a protest vote. The Mosley vote was... Mosley was playing well. We're upset about the strike. Besides that one, oh, crap. Well, now I'm screwed. First pitch in their first strike. It's like, can't go Jacksonville, can't go Laramie, can't go Cheyenne. Name a city in Wyoming besides those? Oh, crap. I don't think I can. 0-1. Grounder to third. Diving play at third. 5-3. What a play. Web gem. Web gem right there by Matt Shaw for the second out. Take another guard. Take another shooting guard, please. Please do it. What a play by Shaw for the second out. Lester Hayes, you sticking with 13 picks. See the MVP? Could be. Could be. What a play there. You know, I don't think I can name another city in Wyoming besides those three. So Jay-Z coming up. Boyd on just 51 pitches so far. First pitch just misses outside. Well, 3 times he's fallen behind 1-0 the count. So Jay-Z swing and miss 1-1. He's 0 for 4 this series. Or excuse me, 0 for 4 his last 2 games. He's not played well as of late. He's been struggling a little bit since that hot start to his time in the majors this year. He's now just 1 for his last 15 as he pops that one up to second. And Warner makes the grab. Ooh, Gillette? I did not know that. Are you for any non-quarterback MVP? Okay, so you're saying if a quarterback... Okay, so if a quarterback did not win MVP... Okay, so what you're saying is if a player won MVP that was not a quarterback, is there anyone that should not... That you can argue for that? Like, are you an automatic Hall of Famer if you won an MVP and you are not a quarterback? Well, Mark Mosley. Mark Mosley's not a Hall of Famer. Larry Brown, like the guy a lot. Not a Hall of Famer, the running back. Who else? Longstaff for MVP, yes. Yeah, Mosley's not a Hall of Famer. Brown has no chance of the Hall of Fame. Brown over MVP. Name a city in Idaho besides Boise or Moscow. Ooh. Not Silver Springs. Red Sox with Kivy Dominance, yep. Pocatello. Idaho State. Pocatello. Burt Joe. Oh, well, he's a quarterback. There's only two. Sean Alexander should be in. For my money, Alexander should be a Hall of Famer. For my money, he had the best 5-year peak of any running back ever, and we're letting guys in that had short but great careers that were dominant. Tony Baselli, Terrell Davis. We've let some guys in with that. Sterling Sharp. And we should... I think Alexander should be in the Hall of Fame. So King back out there to pitch. First pitch swing, Swanson, 0-1. King, this is his first outing of this series. He has had a rough month. King has not been the best this month. Entering this game, his last 7, he's allowed 10 hits in 5 1/3, a 10.13 ERA. A 1 in the dirt, 1-1. 100 should be enough to get you in. That's a good number. Oh, yeah, good grief, yes. Give an on him. Yes, that 48 game was terrible. Mark Rippon's MVP in 91. He was good that year. I mean, what did he finish? Second? Acuna participating in home run derby, not surprised. Hopefully Suarez participates. I want to see a D-back. 1-2. It's not going to mess up his swing. He only hits homers anyways. That's a swing and a miss, but it goes in the dirt, and Swanson takes first base on a strikeout. So the Cubs have gotten a runner on board, the leadoff man on board in each of the first 5 innings, that time on a strikeout. I'm on Instagram, but I don't really spend too much time on Insta. So 100 is interesting. Because here's a guy with 100. Here's a guy with 100 that you can make an argument either way. Devontae Adams has 100 touchdowns. Is Devontae Adams a Hall of Famer? Wasn't the best player on his own team? I'm with you there. Would you say Devontae Adams deserves the Hall of Fame? That could go either way. But he's got 100. What if it was the Eagles coach Cunningham as quarterback? They make a Super Bowl list. They make one. Besides anything, it's all like St. Metro, so I can't go Sandy. 0-1 the count. City of Jersey isn't Newark, Trenton, or the Jersey Shore area. East Rutherford. Harrison, New Jersey. Yeah, Provo in Utah. Downstairs 1-1. Yeah, Hackensack, yep. One to Bush. Shot foul 1-2. Oh, it's Salt Lake City Metro. I'm not sure then. I'm not sure if I can do it. MLB social media pages posted the video today. Oh yes, I did see that. Yes, I did see that. If it's 2004 was like a weird time for graphics. Because like it was the AOL centered like spinning graphics. Yep. 1-2 check swing foul by Bush. So Paris wants to go score from there. Nice. Texas say that isn't Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, Houston's. Oh, that's easy. Are you kidding me? Jacksonville. There actually is a place called Jacksonville, Texas. Corpus Christi. 1-2. Check swing, but that's going to stay in play. But Botch can't make the play and beats it out. Pozo can't make the play, and it's a 2-foot infield single on a check swing. So Bush gets on board. The Cubs have 2 men on, no walks, no errors, and they've hit the ball combined 2 feet. Sugarland is also another one. Round Rock. Lubbock. Waco. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. So 2 men on. City, Oregon out in Portland Metro, Salem, Corvallis, or Eugene. Ooh. This one I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, this one. This one I don't know. Bend? I think Bend is in Oregon, right? Thoughts on Sixers in the Edgecombe. Is he good? He was the projected pick at that spot. He was a projected pick. He's the weakest modern QB in Canada for a career. 1-1 the count. I might give you that. 1-1. Horner. Good contact into left. That's going to drop for a base hit. And the bases will be loaded. So King's struggles continue. He's allowed 12 hits his last 5 2/3. He's loaded him up. I got one. Let's go. Is Eureka in Oregon? Or am I thinking of something else? Eureka's a city somewhere in the west. Shaw comes up to bat with the bases loaded. Horner on first, Bush second, Swanson third. The Sixers need, well, they need everything. The Sixers need literally everything. So, yes, he does. Shaw, again, really struggling as of late. That is it going to help? It is going to help. It's an RBI ground out. Eureka's California. That is going to help. 8-0 Cubs. They've scored every inning. It's an RBI ground out. Shaw, with his speed, beats out the throw. So he gets credit for the RBI. No credit for a hit. He's 0 for 2 today. Eureka's Cali. And 2 NFC North teams versus being bad scoring last season. There you go. Now Sim McGuire up to bat. Runners on the corners, 1 out. After Shaw gets an RBI ground out up the middle. Yeah, everyone at the pro level. Yep. First pitch to McGuire, 1 for 2 today with the homer. In there on the inside for a strike, 0-1 the count. Suns have the next pick. But this is what I hate about the draft. I hate how like he's going to come out, whoever the Suns get is going to come out in a Rockets hat. Like, why? Whoever comes out in the Suns is going to wear a Rockets hat. We all know he's going to the Suns. Foul off 0-2. Like, the NBA needs to change it. The NBA needs to change how they do it. Because there's no reason that all the photos of whoever the Suns draft will be Rockets hat. The Houston Rockets like this. We know he's going to the Suns. Because the trade is going to happen. The first day of the league year. 0-2 to McGuire. Big swing and a miss there on the inside. Now, King loaded the bases, but so far just 1 run allowed. If he can get out of this, only allowing 1. Ooh, okay. Brogdon's number 1. Hardman was really good, too. Donner's probably the worst. Moses was solid. Ooh, I go Brockington, Hardman, Barkham, Moses, Highland, Marty, Domers. Hap, 2 for 3 today. Pair of RBI. And the Cards lose, so it'll be 44-37. Now, season's over. Everything's going to collapse. They're going to win no games the next 900 years. You know, they're still in a very good spot. At the end of the day, you just didn't want to lose this series. And you're in a spot right now, if you're the Cardinals, where you are, worst case is a split. I think Cards fans would have taken that at the start. 1-1 the count to Hap. Yeah, finally got in the Hall of Fame. About time. 1-1 the count. Hap, fly ball, right field, drifting foul, but also out of play. 1-2. Now, the most pitches King has thrown in an outing this season is 29, so you figure at 20, he's done after this inning. See, watching not in Seattle Metro, Spokane, or Pullman. Tacoma. Rainer. I'm not sure if Rainer's a city there, but. One, 2. Check swing. Did Hap go? He did not. 2-2. Malachi Duke. He can't rebound. Oh, that I like that he's gone. I didn't want him. I didn't want KM. He can't rebound. For a big man, he does not get boards. 2-2. Did not offer. 3-2. For a big man, you think he'd be more physical. He does not get boards. He was the weakest link in that Duke lineup. Oh, KM does not get boards. He's invisible as a big man. He's invisible. Situation where there are 4 games at the same start time. How do you decide the unique couple between those games? I know what team people are fans of in the chat. If there's a game where I know like no one's a fan of, as walks him in the dirt, 3 straight balls. So it depends on if there's. Haven't got some more for the 3rd time. Third Seattle Metro. 3 seasons in Canada do not have NHL teams. Dildo, Newfoundland. I know that one from Jacob. Saskatchewan. Prince Edward Island. Quebec City. Hamilton. First pitch outside 1-0. So it depends, so go back to that, because that's a good question to make the call. Depends on if there's one game that's really bad, just don't do that one. 1-0 to Tucker, fouled off 1-1. So if there's 3 games with teams in, oh no, wait, you said KM? No, it's Murray Boyles. Wait, no, it's not KM. Crap. I don't want, no, crap. Oh, crap. Oh no. Please don't do it, Suns. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. 1-1, check swing. He went around 1-2. Don't do it, Suns. Please. They're going to do it, aren't they? They're going to. I want Queen. The guy I want is Queen. I want Queen. Got 3 of them, but the problems. Suns get KF. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It's going to be my Grossi Jordan Love moment. He can't rebound. There's no physicality. 1-2. Tucker, big swing and a miss there. Cubs get a run. Cubs have scored in every inning. Leave the bases loaded, but they still lead by a lot. 8-0. Yes, really, it depends on you make the call. It depends on if there are two teams that no one's a fan of. I don't do that game. Or if there's or if the game's bad. Like if there's, I'll put like there's 4 games that start at the same time, and one of them is Athletics against the Nationals. There aren't too many Nats fans or A's fans in here. There's a lot to say about his defense. He'll fit right in then. He will fit right in. Phoenix. I know there's not a lot of A's fans in here, not a lot of Rockies fans in here, or Nationals fans in here. So those are 2 teams that aren't that good. Out of the playoff race, it's like, if there's 4 games, let's not put that as an option. Not waste anyone's time with that. So that's how I decide. All right, here come the Suns. I'm texting my best friend from college who's a Duke fan. Man. Want to go Marlins A's game in Vegas? Well, I want to go to any game in Vegas. If I will say, I don't want Newell either. Bryant's good. Richardson's a 2. I do want Queen. We can figure out the defense later. Favorite hockey, football, and baseball. But you always go Mets. You always go Mets. Oh, man. There's so... Always go Mets. First pitch to Gorman. In there for a strike, 0-1. Go Mets, Jets, and Rangers. I'm going to go with that. Johnster with a 5er. Give me the Marlins. Give me like $10 on the Marlins. Appreciate you, man. 0-1. Base hit. Down the right field line for Gorman. He gets on with a leadoff single. If it gets harder now to give the Sox their history back with the Thunder title. No. I actually think it's easier. Because now they have a title of their own. I actually think now it gets easier. Because they have their own history at this point. I think it's easier. Heilbron played at Arizona. Would I go to Tucson? Yes, I would. Oh, absolutely, I would. Absolutely. If they play anywhere in the state, I would go. So after Gorman gets some more Posa coming up. No, Kia's not about Kendrick. Swing and a miss, so 1. All right, Rockets have a 10th. This is what I hate about the NBA draft. It really should be just have him come out with a Suns hat. Like, why are the Rockets on the clock? We all know he's going to the Suns. 1-1 the count. Ace Bailey didn't want to go to Utah. He declined to work out to them, so the Jazz drafted him out of spite. Oof. That's a good sign. It was almost like now the Thunder have no reason to care about the Sonics. Because it's like, we have our title. We have ours. Poser went to right field, but underneath it, the first out is Tucker. Runner holds at first. Boyd's been pretty sharp today. Cooperstown inductees 26. It's not a good class. Queenstock is fallen. Ooh. Fan shot himself. I think the Giants make the Super Bowl that year. I think Giants make the Super Bowl. So, next year, I think Beltran gets in, and that's it. I think Hamill survives the first ballot. First pitch downstairs, 1-0. Have played Arizona NAU. Would I go? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So here's my prediction for next year. I think Beltran gets in. Hamill survives the first ballot. Everyone else falls off. And no one else gets in besides Beltran. Be a one-person class. 1-0. Hampson takes that one down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Garrett Hampson, I for the life of me, I don't know why he's on a team. I couldn't tell you. 30 years old. He's 8 for 49 this year. He was awful with the D-backs. Awful with the Reds. Jones will eventually get in. I don't know. The character clause is hurting him. Grounder to second. And make that 8 for 50 this year. 2 out. Runner goes to second, but back to the top of the order we go. The character clause for Jones is hurting him. I'm not sure Jones gets in. Pedroia should be punished for the injury. That's how it works, though, in baseball, unfortunately. Like Lincecum, same way. Lodge should be its own night. Rest of the draft should be the day after. I don't hate that. I actually don't hate that idea. You need a lottery, night 1, and then night 2 is picks 15 through 60. At least that would make more sense to split it up. That would make more sense or allow for more trades. I at least would allow that. Yeah, David Wright, yeah. Well, David Wright is so good. David Wright's so good. One. Blue Jays guard 10 extras. Yep. The last 1/3 in the character clause definitely hurt. All right, here comes the pick. Hang on. Here comes the pick. 1-2. Hang on. Here we go. Well, crap. Crap. 1-2. Come on, Malik. It's got a lot of potential. It's got a lot of potential. It's got a lot of potential. I knew it was coming, too. Oh, crap. Downstairs 2-2. Wow. Yep, they picked the guy that said can't rebound. They picked the guy I said can't rebound. Kind of important for a center. Oh, crap. Thoughts on the fence at Marte. I'm glad he's banned for life. I'm glad he got kicked down and banned for life. Downstairs, full count. We need a center to develop, I guess. Why would the Rockets pick a guy who sucks if they don't have the rights to that player? Well, because then they could call off the trade. I mean, they do this all the time. They do this all the time. Jay News for the Southern Blake Wilson one? Nah. No, the Suns made the pick. The Rockets made it for the Suns, but the Suns were the ones on the clock. The Suns made the pick. Grounder, Donovan, 5-3 on the out. Boyd leaves the runner on. Basically what happens there is the Suns make the pick, the Rockets have to call it in. That's really what happens. And then it's never an issue. It's an agreement. It's not like the Rockets are making this pick. The Suns make the pick. But like, I hate that he's in a Rockets hat. Like this is a moment in the NBA draft that kind of sucks. It's like we know he's going to the Suns. Why is he in a Rockets hat? I hate that he does that. And I get it. I mean, he's happy he got drafted. I get it. I mean, yeah, Rockets like the player the Suns wanted. That when the Vikings had one draft? I'm not sure if it's like with the Vikings that one draft. They really have the Bengals of basketball, yep. Suns' biggest rival? Lakers. Definitely Lakers. And I love Phoenix who hates Houston. Oh, man. We go top 6. Wait. The Suns give up another first round. What? Why are the Suns giving up first? What? The Suns just got Mark Williams from the Hornets. Okay, now, okay, actually, okay. Alright, that actually makes it a little bit better. That actually makes it a little bit. How close is this game to being heightened? We'll go at least 7. On hold until September because specific language. How would Temsco be in national playoffs? I'm not sure on that. So the Suns do not have pick 29 anymore. The Suns do not have pick 29 anymore. Suzuki up to bat, 1-0 the count. No, Cam's not going to Charlotte. No. Mark Williams is going to Phoenix in exchange for, is that say 4-3 on the out. First time today, Leof Man has not gone on board. No, KM's going to Phoenix. KM's going to Phoenix. Mark Williams goes from the Hornets to the Suns for pick 29 and a first rounder in 2029. So I guess Cam doesn't have to start right away, at least. Okay, at least, okay, he doesn't have to start right away. You have your big man in Williams. Okay. I see what they're doing. Okay. So Cam can develop. You have Williams as your big man now, and Cam can develop a little bit. If he keeps Johnson, I think so too. I think so too. Phoenix, LA, big rival stories? Yes, they are. Yes, we hate everything LA. We hate everything LA. In the dirt, 2-0. Nick Richards, is he still in the Suns? Grounder right to first. 3-1 on the out. Richards is still on the Suns. He is still on the Suns. Defensive combo? Absolutely on that. Absolutely. 2 out there. King, I gotta say, King is having a pretty good game. Well, not pretty good game, but he's going a long way. Can I really bank on him developing? Yep. Okay, so at least he has to start right away. Mavs rival? Absolutely. Yes. I mean, not single line yet. That's surprising. That's good. Swan stuff to bat. His PCA struggled today. 2 up, 2 down so far. King, you figure this could be his last game of work. This is the longest outing of the season. First time he's got more than 30 pitches this year. 1-0. Okay, now I'm at least, like, I'm not crazy about the KM pick, but at least you have your center now in Williams, and KM can develop. We don't have to rush him necessarily. And KM is still pretty young. So you have your big men, at least. You have your big men. We now need another shooting guard. 2-0. Swanson base hit past the shortstop. They will not go 1-2-3. Still a chance to score in every inning thus far. Demonstrated Portland. Okay. The Tiger fan got away with yelling Santana. Well, I don't know what he said. This is a long shot pick to win the East. I mean, they're a good team. Pistons are a good team. Especially get Ivy back next year. Cunningham can develop again. I mean, they're a good pick. Bush coming up. He's 3 for 3 today. He is red hot. This game after starting this series 0 for 4 yesterday. 3 for 3 today. Oh, 1. Bush. Grounder to second. Into the outfield grass 4-3. So first time Bush doesn't get on today. We go bottom 6 as King goes with a scoreless 6th. First time today. A scoreless 6th. So this one's going to Memphis. Coward. Okay. Hey, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel to try to grow this community even more. Appreciate all you guys being here for this stream. 8-0 the score, and again, every donation counts double toward you make the call. We can do Cubs Cardinals tomorrow in the series finale if that game wins, or we can do Marlins Giants, or we can do Dodgers Rockies. Up to you guys. Based on the donations. The ultimate albatross on our shoulder, yep. How much long until Flag is trade? If he needs to gain 20 more pounds, and he'll go there. Business being a 2 or even a 1 seed? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Cunningham's going to be one of the favorites for MVP. He's not a bad pick. With his name? Oof. As a Rookie of the Year? Yeah, Flag's the easy favorite for Rookie of the Year. No, Malik's going to win Rookie of the Year. KM's winning Rookie of the Year. I'm all in. I'm all in on him. Lottery picks are incredibly important. And that broadcaster fans will get enough time to fully process them? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You only have 5 minutes for the pick. I get it. Thunder will go 74-8 reverse swept by the Cavs in the finals. As is, wow. That would be funny. That would be amazing. 1-0 to win. As Boyd in line for the win. Also in line for the quality start. 1-0 in there for a strike. 1-1. Win 1 for 2 today. Why does it out upstairs 2-1? I gotta say, home plate ump's been pretty good today. Well, Blue Jays get nothing in the top of the 10th. We go bottom 10. Guardians, Blue Jays tied 4-4. Mets 7-1 over the Braves, 8th inning there. Fouled off 2-2. Stros up 1-0 on the Phils, top of the 5th. Twins up 1-0, top of the 7th over the Mariners. NHL team will go reverse swept in playoffs for the next 10 years. Fact. Usually happens once every 10 years. Dodgers, Rockies, nothing, bottom 4 there. 2-2 to win. Big swing and a miss of that curve. 73. Fooled him out of his shoes, and that's the first out. The Dodgers not scoring Yamamoto starts. That's a good question. I don't know why. Not complaining, though. Not complaining. Yeah, Toronto. It's going to be Toronto or it's going to be Minnesota. Minnesota in the first round or Toronto in the second round. It's going to be one of those. 7th inning stretch? I do play the 7th inning stretch. I do play the 7th inning stretch when the time comes. Fouled up, or popped up, I should say, and called everyone off as the shortstop. Spots for the second out. I do have a plan for the 7th inning. I do have a plan for 7th inning, so don't you worry. I do it on every stream. You guys can sing for the 7th inning stretch. What's hardest week? The finals of the World Series. I would say the World Series. NBA Finals, it's the same 5 every game. But World Series, you need your ace, you need your 1 pitcher to be good, your 2, your 3, and your 4. You need your starting pitcher for all 4 games to be really good. NBA Finals, it's the same lineup. It's way hardest with the World Series. 0-1 to Contreras. Popped up and foul 0-2. Minnesota sports are going to suffer enough. I don't think God thinks so. I think God's like, they can suffer more. It's like, oh, this is, they can suffer a little bit more. We were made to suffer. 0-2 the count. To Contreras. Sky's into foul territory. Will it get out of play? It will not. And Bush underneath it. Boyd on just 79 pitches. Through 6 innings. He's allowed no runs. He's been magnificent. And I could be wrong, but I don't think anyone's even gotten past second today. I don't think the Cardinals have gotten a man past second. We go top 7. Horner, Shaw, McGuire. You figure King will be done. I'll bring in a new pitcher. Because he's already says career high. Or season high, I should say. Or pitcher's thrown by a lot, I should say. Assistant coaches who were great as assistants but bad as head coaches belong in the Hall of Very Good. Specifically, yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. My team Diamondbacks. Like, I don't have a problem with Spagnuolo getting in or Arnsparger. I don't have a problem with that necessarily. As contributors, I mean, we put Don Coryell in for his contributions to the game offensively, but he didn't make a Super Bowl. I'm fine with putting Spagnuolo and Arnsparger in and those guys. Attack me Blackstone go from everything. Nice. Yeah, I'm a D-backs fan. I have season tickets to the Diamondbacks, so I go to pretty much all their games. Yeah, we had 4 0-3 comebacks. Root for the Cubbies. Looking in a good spot so far. San Fran and LA, each other's biggest rival city. Yes, absolutely on that. Absolutely there. We go top 7. Horner, Shaw, McGuire. Cards, just 3 hits today. As the new pitcher in, King is done. After going 2 1/3. We'll send Matt Swanson. Last time I pitched was against the Dodgers. Back on June 8th. 2 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits. Was not a good outing. And after that, he got sent down to the minors. Made 3 appearances in Memphis, and now he's back up. So back up after 3 games in the minors, where he allowed 6 hits in 5 1/3. And Horner first pitch swinging in the right field, and nice play, covering a lot of grounds. Burleson for the first down. How's it going, Jake? I appreciate you. I am 27, Walter. I am 27. Yep, today marks 4 years since Grossi quit his job and did YouTube. Did he make the right choice? I think he's doing all right. Guards walking off 5-4. Yeah, I think Rossi's doing okay for himself, all things considered. I think he made the right move. I think he's making more. He's touching more people's lives. I think he's getting more sleep. He's not sleeping 90 minutes a day anymore. I think he's good. Will he win the award back-to-back years? Yes, I think so. 0-1 to Shaw. Outside 1-1. No, they're going to call that check swing. He went 0-2. Is Greg Mack 78 pitches? The total will not seem beaten. We will not see that beaten, no. 78 pitches in 9 innings is insane. What's that, 4 and at bat about? It's like it's like 3 and at bat. 3-1 covers the bag. Sponsor for the second out. Why does Phoenix hate LA so much? Because there's a lot of transplants. A lot of transplants. Michelle over 3 today. His struggles continue. There's just animosity between California and Arizona. Yep, easy call there, Joe. I mean, Neil Armstrong, your earlier question? Neil Armstrong? Wait, on the... I didn't say Armstrong. Arnsparger. I said Bill Arnsparger. I meant the Dolphins defensive coordinator. Who won more recent? Cubs who won more recent. No, I meant Arnsparger. McGuire, right center field. He's got 1 home run today, but won't get a second. Back of the track, making the play. Had to cover a lot of ground, but Hampson underneath it. And Swanson, his first time back in the majors in a few weeks, does his job 3 up, 3 down, and didn't throw a lot of pitches. We'll see if he goes an 8th inning. I'm assuming he will. As we go bottom 7, and with that in mind, it is time to go out to the ball game. Let's do this thing. A little bit of take me out to the ball game. Here we go. All right, figuring out the NBA draft. Why the heck not? Figuring the NBA draft. Why not do a little bit of that? Let's see what else we got here. Okay, didn't you notice Bro was playing in slow motion? It was pretty clear to me. I mean, he was moving like quicksand. He was moving in quicksand. Bulls, I didn't see who they drafted. I didn't see who Bulls drafted. What basketball for the second one? NBA draft. NBA draft. See if Hall from Case Tier 7 DC. Probably not. It's got to be one or the other. I think it's got to be one or the other. Next, Minnesota Big 4 team make the championship round. Don't say none. Timberwolves, probably. Timberwolves. New pitcher in. So Boyd is done after 6 innings. He gets a quality start. He's in line for the win, barring anything crazy. Greg Olson, staff for P. Health. These are nice. Flag went number 1, yes. Flag went number 1. Vegas' biggest rival city. Down the middle, 1-1 the count. Vegas' biggest rival, I would say LA. I would say LA. So the new pitcher in for Chicago is Ryan Brazier. Last time I pitched was the first game of the series. 1 inning, 1 strikeout. Arenado pops it up. He's 0 for 2. They make it 0 for 3 as Bush makes the play. Play 3 by Lice. Best part is he won't get ejected. Oh, no, you can. You can get ejected for playing 3 by Lice. I think a minor league umpire actually, or in a minor league game, an organist did actually get ejected for playing 3 by Mice. One of your high school classmates became a teacher and taught Jalen Hurts. Oh, my God. I'm sure he's got stories. Oh, oh, God. I hate both of them equally. Want to start in playoff rounds? Easier said than done. Jacksonville's biggest rival city in general, sports and other things included. I don't know if we have one. I really don't know if we have one. Probably Nashville, but again, it's the only sport we got. Hawks straight 13 at 23rd. Unprotected? Whoa! Why? So Jay-Z right to Bush for the second out. Having coach a career over Seifert. I think it's gotta be one or the other where like you can't stack them up. If you did stack them up, then yes. If you did stack them up, absolutely. Gorman coming up. $13 for 23. Do we hate each other outside of sports? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. 13 for 23 and an unprotected pick. Oh, God. Why? Why the heck would you do that? That could be a top 5 pick. Yeah, the Panthers screwed him out of a spot. Yep, 1-1. Yeah, a lot of transplant issues with Phoenix and LA and California, Arizona. Well, Queen goes to the Pels then. Queen to the Pels. Oh, boy. Queen to the Pels. Any more students do? Yes. Oh, yeah. Gorman, nice play at second. Horner sticks the glove up. 3 up, 3 down. We go top 8. You know, so basically, I've got a ton of jerseys. MJD. I'm not sure if you can see it. There it is. Yeah, you can see it there. I have an MJD jersey I wear too. That one's autographed by MJD over there. Detroit, biggest rival city, Chicago. Definitely Chicago. Say San Fran. I guess so, yeah. Vegas probably biggest rival is Oakland. Honestly, probably Oakland. They took all their teams. Oakland took everyone. Are Salt Lake and Denver rival cities? I would say so, yeah. I would say so. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel a ton. Anything you should get your question right away. Otherwise, just go in the way they see them. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one. 8-0 the score. You have Queen is going to the Pels. Gave the Colts fits. Yes, he did. I loved it. MJD is my favorite player of all time. MJD is my favorite Jaguar. He is my favorite Jaguar. Yep, the guy won goes to New Orleans. Yep. Will MLB expense coverage on Amazon Prime beyond just doing Yankee games? Probably not. Unless they get Sunday Night Baseball. I don't think so. Boise's biggest rival city? I have no idea on that one. I have no clue there. Boise's biggest rival. Maybe Seattle? I don't know. New York's biggest rival city is Boston. That's easy. Boston or Philly? Either Boston or Philly. It's been been a while for the Wild. Been a while for the Wild. Yeah, New York or Philly. You can go either way on that one. Boston or Philly, but it's definitely one of those two. I would probably go Boston. With Philly a close second, but still second. Both are great saves with NFL stadiums easy to get to. Yeah, not so much. Yep, they did with the Twins. They did. They did make it. All right, top 8 we go. Right, Boston's New York. Yeah, Boston's New York. New York can go Boston or Philly. Boston, it's New York. Like Jersey versus Philly. Seattle's biggest rival, Portland? Yes. It's like New Orleans, Atlanta. Absolutely. New pitcher, I'm a bit surprised because Sponson had to throw a lot of pitches in that 7th. Buffalo's biggest rival city? Probably could be Toronto. Honestly, could be Toronto. Oh, on the count. Yeah, probably go Toronto actually on that. Oh no, yeah, Fermin's coming in. Swenson's still pitching. Yeah, okay. So Fermin's coming in, but Swenson's still pitching. One major rivalry between New York and Phillies equals Giants. No, Mets Phillies. Mets Phillies. Mets Phillies is a big rivalry. Yeah, Portland's to Seattle. Oh, to the count. Toronto, biggest rival city. Probably Montreal. Seattle goes to Vancouver. Yeah, but Portland's a bigger rivalry. Sounders Timbers games are insane. Fouled off 0-2. Calgary's Edmonton. I would probably agree with that. Yeah. Game the Jags out the Colts out of the playoff picture. I want to fire Frank Reich immediately. Yeah, he should have been fired for that game. That was insane. I would agree with that, Jacob. Yep. That was insane. I was laughing so hard when that happened in 21. I'm like, wait, are you kidding me? We won that game in the clown game. Habs strikes out on a fastball upstairs. So 4 up, 4 down for Sponson in his return to the majors after 3 weeks in the minors. Toronto's biggest rival is Toronto. Ottawa's biggest rival? I think a lot of people it's Toronto. I think basically every city in Canada it's Toronto. Jacksonville's Orlando? No, I would say Jacksonville's is Nashville. I mean, we only have one team, it's the Titans, who are the rival. I would probably say, I wouldn't say Orlando. I think Orlando's pretty friendly. Orlando's a pretty friendly one. And Orlando's going to get the Jaguars in 27 when they move after the stadium gets renovated. Kraken versus Canucks is big? Yes, it is. Stanley Cup is a good rivalry. It's really the whole Cascadia. Portland, Seattle, Vancouver. 1-0 the count to Tucker. Hit a homer earlier, 2 for 4. Toronto's biggest rival is Game 7, as is Minnesota's. Carter Bryant to the Spurs. Ooh, all right. I like Bryant at Arizona. I did like him. Cold strike 1-1. Foul of Ontario, yep. Toronto's like LA. Ontario is like California. Because somebody likes it. Yep. Yeah, Toronto's a big rival city for a lot of people. It's like New York. A lot of people are going to see New York as a rival city. 1-1 on the count. Tucker outside 2-1. Orlando versus Tampa. Orlando might be Miami. Orlando, I think it's Miami. That's the biggest rival. 2-1. Outside 3-1. Sponson is not a runner on today. And this is a guy that this season, his longest outing from a pitch count perspective is 52. So, ideally, in a game like this, low leverage, his first appearance back in the majors in a while, you want to let him go the rest of the way. Bull can burn you up. Tucker gets on board once again with a 1-out walk. Louisville's rival city, Lexington? Yes, I would say yes. Nashville, Atlanta? Yes, I would say Nashville, Atlanta is a good pick. Halifax? I don't know enough about Halifax to say. Suzuki coming up. So ideally, you want to have Swanson go. Tampa versus Miami because of Bucks and Finns. Yeah, I think Orlando and Tampa are both Miami. In their first strike 0-1. And obviously Miami, FSU as well. I mean, Tampa's not FSU, but relatively close. Yeah, McGuire's hitting home runs in the 9th spot. Yeah, you're likely screwed at that point. When your third string catcher is hitting homers, oof. No rivals, yep. No rivals there. 0-2 to Suzuki. He's 0 for 3 today. 0-2. Suzuki fouls it off down the right field line. Reich would have been fired on the sideline. Punish players on coaching staff. If you lose to bums, you treat like bums. This is your punishment. Well, I think the PA would have something to say about that. If the NFLPA would have something to say about that. You guys hate him? I can think of someone. I could think of someone. Ace Bailey says excited to go to Utah. I think he's bluffing. I don't think he's actually excited to go to Utah. Based on everything we've seen. I mean, cancel a workout. I don't know why you cancel a workout if you're excited to go somewhere. Fell off again, 0-2. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. The 0-2 pitch. So Suzuki upstairs 1-2. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. The 1-2. Outside 2-2. So 2 straight balls thrown to Suzuki. You got PCA who's struggling today in the on-deck circle. Provided that Suzuki does not ground into a double play here. And every donation during this game counts as double toward you make the call. How much decide which game we're calling tomorrow? Dodgers, Rockies, Cubs, Cardinals, or Marlins, Giants. Dodgers, Rockies right now. Nothing. Top of the 6th in that one. Two to the count. Three, 2 now. No, wait, alert? Which game? When something's over, if you make the call during overtime. So, if we do OT, that's not. Swing and a miss. Suzuki strikes out. So, during the game, it's double. Ooh, Reno. Ooh, that's a good pick. During the game, it's double. Yeah, 20-10, yep. Overtime, it's single, if we do it. New Jersey roadside. Who says you can't go home? The police if you drive drunk. I love a good Bon Jovi reference. Lost Highway, baby. PCA 0 for 4 today. Cleveland, Cincinnati, yes. Especially if you don't live in Cleveland, rant. Yep. Oh, Rangers? Ooh. Do I have that game on? Wait, were they? I thought I had that game on. Apparently I don't. Hang on. Where'd it go? Okay, apparently I don't have that game on. The one game I don't have on. Wait, oh no, the game ended. That's why. The game ended. They allowed 1 hit. The game ended. The Rangers won. Yeah, that game ended a while ago. 0-2. Dallas, biggest rival, probably Houston. I would say Houston on that. 0-2. It's a PCA, and he fouls that one off, loses the bat, too. So we'll have to get a new bat. Max Fried, yeah, he looked good today. We say live at 0-2. Swanson in the on-deck circle. Again, appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel to try to grow this community even more. Madrid, oh, that's easy. It's Barcelona. It's not even close. That's not even close. That's Barca. Got a learning phone. Oh no, the game's over. Green Bay existed not for backwards. Well, Green Bay exists. Yes, it would have existed, but it would not have been the place it is now. Would not have had this many people. 0-2 into right center, and that is going to drop for a base hit. Gets into second successfully. PCA moves the runner over to third. As holy cow, what is pouring in Colorado? Everyone just flocking for the exit at the same time. Holy cow. Every year we go to Level L in the Jersey Shore, we always get the Bon Jovi service area once we're halfway there. I get that. I like that. Oh my god, what the heck happened in Colorado? You know, Jacksonville's city till I heard the Jags. It's huge. Jacksonville's huge, and that was a big city before they even got the Jaguars. But Green Bay would not have been anything without Vegas. Reno's biggest rival, yes. Magic with scoring third win the East, yep. Why are they still playing this game in Colorado? No one can see anything. Tolia just dropped the ball for 2. Oh, on the count. How do I edit audio so fast? So I have Adobe Podcast. So that I use AI. But by that I mean I record the file. I usually am pretty good with my file. I usually don't make too many mistakes. I do want to share the Packers, yes. 0-1, fouled off 0-2. And I put it in Adobe Podcast. And then I just listen to it and I'll like edit some stuff out myself. So our future Hall of Famer. Yeah, now they're calling a rain delay. Should have called it before. Should have called it before the Tolia dropped the ball. What took so long on that? That seems like blatant favoritism for the Dodgers on that one. 0-2. Swanson. Yeah, no, I didn't become a D-backs fan until recently, and that was because I just moved out to Arizona in 2019. So I was a big Albert Pujols fan. I loved Albert Pujols growing up. Tried to Pakistan, like how it sounded. When did you try? Because they updated they made a version 2. So version 2, you can adjust the background noise and the filters. Like you can mess around with the settings. In early podcast, the first version was just you put it in and whatever it gives you, it gives you. But the second one, you can mess around and make it yours. 0-2. Slider 1-2. Outside. A few weeks ago. Oh, okay. You know, I just see that. Never heard of San Jose till think about the Sharks. Well, there are a lot of cities in California, to be fair. There are a lot of cities in California. You know, I just do Adobe Podcasts, and then I just, I'll then put in GarageBand, and I'll just chop it up. Hear my voice sound way off and robotic? Oh. You know, I haven't had that issue. Though, with Adobe Podcast. I'm not sure why. Yeah, Randy Johnson's one of the greatest of all time. I wish I could have seen him play live. 2-2, pitch misses upstairs. You want Swanson to go 3 innings if you're the Cardinals, seeing as, you know, it's an 8-0 game. You don't want to have to burn any other arms. Maybe I want the slider's too high? Maybe. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Swanson strikes out Swanson. Cubs leave 2 on. It remains 8-0 going into the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, then I just I listen to it. I record all the audio at once. It's one file. Export it to Apple iTunes. Put it in Adobe Podcast. Like the backgrounds, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's the same one I've used for a while. I made it myself. And they just speed up, slow down, depending on the script. How long the script is. Love using him in the show when it was on Game Pass. Guess Game Pass runs out, yeah. What did I get? I appreciate all you guys tuning in. We have a new video that just dropped. If you haven't seen, click that link above. We talk about a broadcasting controversy with NBC and a really dumb thing that an announcer said. Like the Q user in the series, dumb decision that's most relaxing. Yeah, I forget what that was. So I think it was a longer one, so that's probably the slowed down version. Yeah, Kurt Schilling's part of that team too. Johnson to Schilling as a 1-2 was great. You try podcasts again? Yeah, no, I like it. It saves a lot of time too. It saves a lot of time because I don't have to splice as much. I still splice some things. It still catches some breaths or there's still some things that have to get edited out. But it's not as long as it used to take. Anaheim, its own city or part of LA, it's complicated. But it's its own city. It is its own city. It's part of the LA Metro, but it's part of the LA Metro, but it's its own city. Anaheim is not, it's 40 minutes from LA, basically. According to Shams, the Grizzlies sent 16th and 2028 first and 2 second rounds to the Blazers exchange for the 11th pick. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah, it's its own city. But it's part of the metro, but it's its own city. The dumb decision that confused me the most is Fulmer comes in for the Cubs. That confused me the most? Ooh. Florida fan. Well, I started watching football in 06. Like college football in 06. And I didn't have a team. Like Pozo pops up. LA have 2 teams or 1? I say 2. I say 2. So, I grew up in New York. I grew up on Long Island. We don't have any teams there. The closest team is in a different state. The closest D1 team is in a different state. So, I didn't have any teams. So, you were stuck with what was on TV. And Florida was on TV a lot on the SEC package, and I drew toward Florida in 06. When I started watching football. I loved Tebow and Leak and that team, and stuck with them. Became an ASU fan also because I went to ASU for law school. So Phillies are down 1-0 on top of the 7th. Fly ball to Hampson. He's 0 for 3 today. He's 3 for 330 this season, it feels like. 2 out. Back to the top of the order for Donovan. Sir, do you consider Rutgers D1? I wasn't even considering that. I was thinking UConn. I was thinking technically UConn. But yeah. Well, that's remember too. Rutgers actually didn't suck back then. Rutgers actually did not suck when I was starting off. Rutgers was, I remember, they won a game on prime time, and they were in the hunt to, like, if they won, they would have made it to the, like, they were a favorite to make the Natty. At the very least, a BCS game. Like, that season for Rutgers, when I started watching, was bizarre. But I was going to say, yes. Buffalo is also 8 hours away from Long Island. Swing to Minnesota too? Yep, became a Florida fan just in time. A big Notre Dame fan, 32-year-old is still waiting on a natty. Oof. I came close last year before Freeman made one of the dumbest decisions in the 4th quarter last year with his decision on 4th down. I don't know what they were thinking, kicking the field goal there. 0-2, swing and a miss. Donovan inside on the sweeper. 3 up, 3 down. You know, Rutgers was ranked pretty high. Yeah, they were considered. Yes, they were. Terrace me, they're in a different country. Yep. New York is a big state. New York is deceptively big. We go top 9. Maine's 8-0. Watch fan 1 2 in my lifetime. There you go. You close to me, I live in a different country, let alone state. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people, like, they work. They live in Jersey, they work in New York. A lot of people do that because it's closer than other places in Jersey. Like, that's not uncommon. Yeah, the Ray Rice days, yes. So Ray Rice days, Shiano, his first stint. Yeah, Ontario's better. Yeah, but remember, Canada's got 11 states. We have 50. Like, USA is 50. Plus, college never has good teams usually. No, it's not often. With Flutie, they did back in the 80s, but not often anymore. '84 champs. Top 9 we go. Bush, Horner, Swanson. Draft for day and a half and still be well in the province. Yeah, that's an average day in Texas as well. Texas, you can drive. How far is it to drive from the east end of Texas to the west end of Texas? And Alaska's bigger than Texas too. How much deeper the NL is? Seattle 41 wins in a playoff spot. Arizona 41 wins is 3.5 back. That says a lot. Putting the wrong guy on Jeremiah Smith was a dagger. Yep. Yep. Yeah, no, BYU, Washington. BYU schedule was crap that year. It's 10? I thought it was 11. Schools love international students because of how close it is to New York City. Yep. Oh, yeah. Only go to one bar, Moe's or Drunken Clam? I would say Moe's. Drunken Clam, there would be no girls there because Quagmire would have scared them all off by this point. One of my friends went to Rutgers where they went 11-37. Position player pitching, Garrett Hampson. And he gets the out, 6-3. Position player pitching. Yeah, Drunken Clam. And I don't want to, like, fight a giant chicken. Ever in my life. Hanson is the 16th pick on the Blazers. All right. You know, not a bad spot if you're like it's very close to China compared to the other locations. Hampson, first pitch to Horner, into left field, 2 pitches, 2 outs. So Hampson, despite some 30-mile-an-hour curveballs, whatever you want to call it, you're going to lose a day, lose putting your best on their best. Yep, mano a mano. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. No what-ifs at that point. Mano a mano. My best against your best. First pitch by Hampson to Shaw. He swings, chops. It's a 3-pitch inning. It's a 3-pitch inning for Garrett Hampson. 6-3, 7, 6-3. How about that? Garrett Hampson. Cy Young candidate when? He threw 100 miles an hour. And by that I mean the 3 pitches combined were 100 miles an hour. And the Cubs go down on 3 pitches. You don't see a 3-pitch inning every day, but they felt confident against a position player pitching and decided, let's take some swings, and Hampson wins that battle. And most pretty laid back, yep. How long a walk from Maine to San Diego? Oh, God. Distance from... Go Bangor to San Diego. You want to walk from Bangor to San Diego. Well, it's a 47-hour drive. If you were to walk that distance, non-stop, it would take 1,141 hours. And you'd have to cross through Mexico for some reason. The quickest way I actually have to cross through Mexico. And you have to travel up 70,000 feet of elevation at some point. Had a couple of those in will be the show. Nice. Yeah, the show infomercials. There you go. Tatum was a fair player growing up. God, I feel old. I feel old at that point. Yeah, so if you want to walk that, it is one is about how many non-stop, it's 48 days. That's assuming you maintain the same speed the whole time. Porter Hodge, the new pitcher for the Cubs. Super low leverage spot here, coming back with Wynn, Burleson, Contreras to finish out this game. Porter Hodge activated from the IL. Ben Brown option to AAA. Hodge, his first outing since May 17th against the White Sox. He's got a 5.12 ERA this year. He has not been great as of late. For me, up to bat. But again, he's back off the IL. Check St. John's, Vancouver, and adds after St. John's has 7 Windsor. All right. For me, gets on board. Hampson, my MVP. There you go, Hampson. Maybe the D-backs were using him wrong this entire time. Maybe the D-backs were using him wrong. He should have been a pitcher. No, he's an arm. We need some arms, so why not? Should go counter dress like Terrence and Phil for Halloween? Yes, that'd be an incredible costume. That'd be an incredible costume. Are you kidding me? That'd be amazing. Fair two-way player with Otani? Absolutely. So St. John's, Vancouver, 6,681 kilometers. 1 out of the count. We have to remember, too, with the U.S., you're not counting Hawaii in that. Like, Canada's longer east to west continental, but obviously San Diego is not where it ends. There's Alaska. Like, what you want is Maine to the farthest end of Alaska. That's walkable. 1-1 the count. 1-2 now. Burleson 0 for 3 this game. He is just 1 for his last 14. You know, Hodges not played a month since the injury. It's not their buddy guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Popped up, and Burleson will be 0 for his last 4 today. He'll be 0 for his last 7. And just One for his last 15. 2 outs away from a routine win for Chicago, where they led wire to wire. How many games have there been like that in MLB history? That'd be an interesting thing to research. Walk from English to Miami, all right. How many games have there been like that in MLB history? Where the team led the entire time. And by that I mean after the very first pitch. 0-1. Because Happ homered on the first pitch. How many times in the history of baseball has a team 0-1 Scott 3-6 what kind of game? Wire to wire. So the team led the entire time. And by that I mean they led the very first pitch. So the very first pitch, solo shot, leadoff homer on the first pitch. And they led, never trailed at any point. Never tied at any point, never trailed at any point. Like the Cubs had the lead the entire time today. From the very first pitch. Because obviously there have been games where a team led and then obviously won the game and they never trailed or tied. But from the very first pitch on, like you go up 1-0 on the first pitch and you are never trailed or tied after that. Basically, the ball never touches the catcher at any point when it's tied. Okay, so Alaska to Miami to Anchorage. It does not even give you a walking. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's 78 hours to drive nonstop, but it's not possible to walk. What would be possible to walk? Yeah, apparently it's not possible to walk that. I don't know why. It should be. Oh, you have to go over some rivers. That's why. They're not going independent. 1-2 the count. North Pole, Alaska to Miami Beach. One, two the count. Okay, this walk will give you 1-2 Pajes. Chops it. 3-1 and Hodge. Low leverage. Its first game in a month. Welcome back. Cubs win 8-0. That's your final. They'll look for the split tomorrow. Chicago takes this one. Yeah, so that walk from North Pole to Miami would be 78 days. Nonstop. And that includes a ferry. Cubs win 8-0. Dominant game. Ian Happ, a solo shot on the very first pitch. And after that, they led it the entire time. Only top of the first? Only top of the first. So the very first pitch. So it was never nothing. It was never nothing. Basically, the ball never... There was not a single point in the game. There's not a single point in the game. Directions of the sun? That'd be fun. Not a single point in the game where where it's tied. It's literally the Mets meme, opening day, and here's the first pitch and the season's over. It's the Family Guy Mets situation. Toronto to Jacksonville? That'd be pretty similar to the other ones we've done. 4 less 4-game series in baseball. I like that. I like playing more teams. Cubbies win. Yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe to the channel a ton. Appreciate you guys. 210 instances of a home run on the first pitch. All right, stand by for total. All right. Here we go. Meanwhile, while we stand by, we're going to do a little bit of overtime. If you've never been to a GG live stream before, we do this thing called overtime. If you've never been to overtime, we get a bit weird and wacky. So how it works is like this. You say it won't go before the season? Ooh, all right. I'm at 5 minutes on the clock. Every donation increases the time that we're on stream. Once the clock hits 0, that's the end of the stream. Every donation will count toward you make the call. How many decide which game we're calling? Rockies, Dodgers, Cubs, Cardinals, Marlins, Giants. And if you want me to react to any audio, ChatGPT, video, anything like that, let me know. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to do that. You found 2 from 2010? Ooh, okay. Keller with a 5-er. I'll get you in the Rockies. 70 blocks, steal the Rays, so the team is not staying Tampa. All right. Clay to the Wizards. Oh, poor man. Explain Love and Bear to me like I've never been to a stream before. Imagine a kid's show where the kid whines all the time and gets rewarded for it, and there are no morals or lessons whatsoever. Little Princess. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Joe with a 2-er. Gift Washer. Oh, Jesus. Appreciate you, Joe. I wish before I even wished it. Nice. Yeah, I'll look at all these hits in just a little bit. And make sure you tell me which game you want. I'll get you in the call for all of that. All right. Today's the last day, too, for you to make the call. And if you haven't seen today's video, click the link above. And the game is over, so we're just messing around on stream with a little bit of OT. Team does not stay in. Michael with a 30. I knew this was coming. Michael with a 30. NOFX Liberal Animation Full Album. Here we go. Here we go. With the 30 burger. Appreciate you, man. I'll put a poll up. Which game do you want me to do? The sound is about 29 minutes long. So, we will do that in a little bit. I have no idea what to expect. We're doing a new band. These songs are pretty short, all things considered. Appreciate you a ton, Michael. If we hit 200, we'll repeat on stream. Bucks sits inside the park homer on the first pitch. Twins have a trailed after that. Nice. Inside the park homer. Oh, even better. Even better on that. Clayton's on Utah. Okay, thank God. That's why I hate the NBA draft. Like, can you imagine, like, Browns fans getting excited about getting Travis Hunter? And it's like, nope, you don't get Hunter. He's in Jacksonville now. It's like, no effects. Okay. No effects. All right. Like, this is why we hate about the draft in the NBA. Like, it's just, yeah, Barkett's and F is the, yeah, Barkett's and F is great. That's the best episode of season 2. All right, we're going to do Little Princess Gift Washer, then No Effects. And again, I see what it takes to get into the queue. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this one. So we're just messing around now for overtime. Camera for 11 stuff. Favorite Dale Gribble King of the Hill moment. Ooh. Is Joe giving a membership? Did Dale do the that was Boomhauer. Oh, I don't know on that one actually. But Joe, David getting this membership as a member getting a lot of perks. Same with the Dream members who could some messages. I appreciate you, man. Whiny Quartet ruins lobster roll at the bistro. Oh God. Oh no. This actually happened tonight. You had to deal with a Whiny Quartet. Okay, wait. I think we might have done Gift Washer already. Hang on. Have we done Gift Washer? No? No, we haven't done Gift Washer. It said we did, but... Oh, wait. Did we do this? Hang on. Wait. Wait. Yeah, it wouldn't work. Yep. Yeah, that's a good line, too. Okay, it's weird. It says that we... Okay, I don't recall this one. It says that we did it, but apparently not. So, hang on. I don't think we did gift washer, but it said, like, the red line came up, but it might have been for someone else. Okay, let me do this. Wait, winding quartet. Hey, see what I can. Oh boy. Hopefully it's okay. All right, here we go. And you wanted the Cubs game. Appreciate you, Joe. All right, let's get this in. Bad AC, yep. Meanwhile, Cubs Cardinals, a decisive win there from Michael's 30. So 117. Live him, yes. Kyle with a 5er. Will Kane's epic entrance is the biggest set first take. Ooh. I thought Kane was great on that show. I thought Kane was phenomenal on First Take. Like, the way he constructs arguments is magnificent. All right, here we go. Gift Wisher. Okay. D-Max switch postseason on first pitch homer always led. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so everyone's giving presents. All right. Even the dog gives a yeah, she throws it away. Yeah, I don't recall this episode. Oh, she wants... I mean, sometimes showing it off and all again actually works. She wants more... Buy it! Oh my god. Oh my god, this is incredible. This is... So she asked for more presents and they just take her to the store? I love that. Oh my god. This is insane. God. I feel like this needs to be a meme template at some point. This needs to be a meme.
Ask for more presents.
This clip right here needs to be a meme.
Buy it! Buy it! Buy it!
That needs to be a meme. Just anytime a player gets put on the trading block. Yeah, Jazz could be cooking something. You know, this could be the year, potentially. The Jazz finally... Oh, the parents sitting up to her. Oh, now she's throwing a tantrum. Oh, God. She's crying in the store now. Caillou on trial before the Interdimensional Council of Cailloux. Oh, my God. She just gets what she wants. She just gets candy. More? Oh, man. She is so ungrateful. Yeah, almost with that potential. Remember? Yes, it is. Oh, my God. Why are the parents giving into this? They're just... Every time she cries, she gets a present? Why? Yeah, I should have more practice jerseys. Well, can I take on First Take, make an analogy to fall off a bill and walk off the ledge? We'll talk about what Super Bowl loss is worse. The Falcons was worse. Because the Patriots still could have won the game. Now she's buying other people. Okay. So she's... Okay, at least she's getting other people gifts. Yeah, the kids' version of Stewie Griffin, yep. Like, the Seahawks at least won one before, and at least the Seahawks... They still could have lost that game. The Patriots still would have had time to go down the field. But the Falcons, that was a choke job we've never seen the likes of and never will again. That's what I could see this year. Unless this pick goes somewhere. Oh, Little Princess is learning a lesson from the dog? God. Best sports on TV theme. Ooh. It's a good... I'm okay with the theme. I think CBS theme is better. And you'll continue to slide. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think Brady knows that. Nope. But it's possible, at least. Compared to 51, where that should not have been possible. Don't cry, child. Here, a 48-karat gold-plated Aston Martin, complete with enough MPG to go from New York to LA and have a tech. I want more. I want more. But you're at 12.2. 12.2 is pretty good for Europe. 12.2 points per game is really good. The plot of this... I think she learned the wrong lesson from that. I think she learned the wrong lesson from the dog wanting more gifts. I just said you get a field range. Yep. Round Ball Rock March Madness team? Yes. Well, Round Ball Rock is unbeatable. Yeah, Simpsons are great. Final score of this game, 8-0 in favor of the Cubbies. I'll do Will Kane's epic entrance. So you gotta keep it, yep. Where are we going on this? No, Bar the Bistro that occasionally gets into, so she shouldn't get drunk again. Oh, we could see. Alright, here we go. Thoughts best challenge way too young. And it was for those wondering, it was not the defensive end in the NFL, it was a receiver and a coach at San Jose State. So it is not it was not Chandler Jones, the defensive end. This was First Take at its peak. This was First Take at its peak. Kane go toe-to-toe with Smith. Will Kane was really good at this show. I mean, the way he constructs arguments is just really good. God. First Take has been downhill ever since. So the Big 12 and ABC theme. Ooh. Big White House, Virginia that was heavily guarded. What more? Oh my God. With the towel and everything too. I love it. I don't remember this episode, but I remember the one where Stephen A was coming in with a cowboy hat. Yeah, yes. If the SWC survived today with Texas State in it, yes, I think so. I think so. Oh, that was great. All right. Okay, Liberal Animation full album. Now this is like a 30-minute album. Any donation, I'll get to it. Maddox on purpose streaming, giving bad takes. That was his purpose on the radio too. I mean that was New York radio. Peaked during the Tebow year. Well, I don't know about that. I think it peaked in 2015. I think it peaked, honestly, it was peak with Bayless, but I think Kellerman and Kane had Kellerman, Kane, Smith was a very good dynamic. Best color commentary and compliment, Michaels, I think it was Madden. Yep. Alright. First song is called Shut Up Already. These songs are pretty short. And I'm learning this band for the first time. I have no idea what to expect. So we're done with Megadeth. We've done all the albums. Oh, here comes the Martian. Here comes the Martian. Yeah, this is a moshing band. I can tell. Yeah, I would not be very happy about that, yep. The lead singer's on a different wavelength. Set worlds, I get it. Storylines, narratives, I get it. Four, five, four, six songs aren't good album. Wait. Yeah. Wait. I was gonna say, why is Zeppelin in this? Why was there a Zeppelin riff to end it? Wait, what? Why was there a Zeppelin riff to end that one? Alright, next up is Freedom. Okay, that song was like 40 seconds. It's not exactly the same as the last one. Okay, and now we have like a... This is a very different vibe. This next song. That would be a fun conference. SMU's 17th team of the Big 12. Who'd be the 18th? If Cal ever leave the ACC and go back to Pac-12, does SMU go Big 12? Yes, I think at that point they would. What? I think, what? What is the song? I can't even make out a word he's saying. Maybe Memphis? I don't know. Maybe Memphis at that point. I can't make out... Why do the songs start out like that and then just go completely off the rails? The vocals don't even match the beat at all. What? What? I am so confused by this. Big house permit rebel. This song makes no sense. What? We have Dez in his prime or current CD? Current CD. Current CD was better than Dez. What is this song? Something about scratching your butt. What is this song? Playing a jazz? I love Clayton. I wish him nothing but the best. He's a heck of a shooter. He's such a fun player, and I hope he translates well in the NBA, because I love the guy. Saying I got crabs? What? Every song on this album sounds the same. I think what I've realized about this, every song sounds exactly the same on this album. Have a lot of those? I can tell. Right, 7-0 force with the boulder of series students through beer cans through a patch of shoulder. That's awful. That's awful. Yeah, this song sounds just like the other ones. So it took me years to get back there. I don't blame him. What? Francisco to fall down the game-winning drive during 43. Do the Cardinals win? No. I don't think so. Jason, 21-43, 2 future seconds. The Wizards 10 for Clayton. That's all they gave up? That's a good trade for them. That's a good trade. Alright, this next song is called You Put Your Chocolate in My Peanut Butter. It starts off pretty mellow. It's not going to last that way, is it? It starts off in like a nice D major, like give a little bit. Okay. Up and here we go. Aside from Brady, only Hall of Famer from his draft class. From 2000? Ooh. $2,000. Only Hall of Famer. Whew. That's a tough one. Aside from Brady. Was Urlacher that year? I think I'm going to go Urlacher. I think Urlacher was that year. Air Force with Scott, say, hey, let's survive the rivalry. Correct, let's go, baby. Okay, this is the best song on the album. They all sound the same, but this is the best song so far. Tom Brady is not a Hall of Famer. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Okay, hard drums to start. Song is called Mr. Jones. The solos don't even match the key it's in. During week 3, what Cowboy player found the end zone twice? I'm going to guess. I'm going to go Witten. I'm going to guess Witten. Okay, the vocals do not... Roy Williams? Oh, we're not on that. Oh, man. The guitar goes hard on this song. Like, the guitars go hard. The vocals just... do not match anything. The vocals match nothing. You see what it takes to get into the queue? See what it takes to get in. We got 2 ChatGPTs in after this is done. This album's done. Land Variant for Cars sold by JCPenney in the 1970s still covered? That's awesome. As it should be. Lifetime means lifetime. Lifetime means lifetime. All right, next song is Vegetarian Mumbo Jumbo. So I cancel those shows? Oh, they should not. No, they're safe. They're safe there. They'll be fine. Okay, I think every song starts off mellow. If you own the same car. Yeah, that's a big catch, yeah. Like, this song starts off pretty. But I know what's coming. Starts off in C major, it's going to go up to D major and just lose its mind in a little bit. I think. It's coming. I still feel you. Okay. What draft let's see for the most Hall of Famers? I would. Is it 83? Okay, now the vocals come in. Just grunting vegetarian? What? And now it kicks in. What? What? It starts off so pretty and then just vegetarian. Look, your girl's nice. And then the key, yep, the key changes, yep. Oh, God. My girlfriend birthday? Yeah, we're on the album right now. This is weird. This album is just... This is a strange album. 64 with 10. Oh. Firestar Brother Earth says Symbol of the War. Nice. Oh my God. Okay, we're live tomorrow. Looks like barring anything crazy for Cubs Cardinals. Barring anything crazy, looks like it's gonna be Cubs Cardinals. Don't know what the next week the call is gonna be. I'll let you know on that when I figure it out. I know. No effects are having the weirdest. Ooh. Oh boy. The songs are like 7 different tempos. Everyone's in a different tempo. Pal to the Nets. Oof. Like beer bong. I think the tempo literally changes every measure. Like, the drumming is not in time. There's no set tempo. The tempo just, like, flip-flops in every measure of the song. Yeah, Sears on Live Store, JCPenney, yep. McMahon launched the BS Star Command, which helped teach people not to bully others. Yeah. Yeah, rules for thee, not for me. They do better with each album? Because this is just bizarre. There's no structure with any of these songs. There's no structure with any of this. Punk and Drublick, that's a great name for an album. Yeah. We have 5 more songs on the album. Favorite So Bad's Good song? My Pal Foot Foot. The whole album by the Shags. The whole Shags album is so bad it's good. Friday is also a masterpiece. I think Friday's a great song. I love Friday by Rebecca Black. It is so bad it's good. This sounds exactly the same as the last one. It's like he's trying to hit the notes, but he's not. Every note, everything sounds the same. Does this say nothing about not eating meat? There are 2 songs about veganism? Phoenix are super hot best for traffic. It was pretty bad. It wasn't. No, Fisco's a good song. So I haven't heard Mystical Magical. I've not heard Mystical Magical yet. But I'll listen to it and figure it out. So don't answer that yet. I'll figure it out pretty quickly, I think. Software was a NoFX cover band? Really? I mean, the traffic in Phoenix wasn't anything unusual. I mean, so there's always people here for Waste Management. You know, downtown it gets pretty bad. But, because I close up a lot of the roads. But it's not terrible. 7th safest to drive in a recent ranking? Huh. I can see that, though. You know, Phoenix is Arizona's a pretty safe place to drive. I will say, Arizona, pretty safe place to drive. I've not heard the song yet, but I'll listen to it. Okay, that song was quick. I live in a cake. Okay, now no problems. Okay, we start with like that Elvis, like that Hawaiian 50s twang, and that's gone. That's gone. No one's even in the same key. Funny but really messed up life. Oh boy. You know, saying Georgia ahead to the Atlanta Hawks. About time I got back. That's a long slide. Bad spots for me when it comes to crime? I mean, there's always... Well, every city's got good spots and bad spots. I mean, there are definitely some places I would not go. Mr. St. Anger. At least the songs here are quick. At least the songs are quick on this. Well, On the Rug's got a good beat. I don't think it's going to last. And then the vocals just ruin everything. No trash can stay. That is true, yep. Nothing sounds in sync on this. Like, I think that's the thing. Nothing... like, everyone sounds like they're playing their own part on this. Goes Yelp for 10 years for $1 billion? No, I would not. Nope. Nope. Mr. Crowler over my head. This reaction to Katie signed with Houston. Hated the move because we don't need Jalen Green. Green he's a 2, and we don't need more 2s. We got a 2. In Booker, we got a 2 in Allen. We don't need another 2. So, I'm not crazy about it. I mean, a KM he's raw. He's super raw. My final song, Truck Stop Blues. Like, yeah, I don't think he knows what, like, you're just playing, like, seriously, this guitaring is just, like, chords. The guy's trying to sing emotionally. He's not hitting any of the notes. The final song sucks. The final song sucks. He's not hitting any of the notes singing. Sounds like a warm-up. This is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. Truck Stop Blues is legitimately one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. The guitaring is not on beat. It's just random chords. He can't sing. Biggest security failure in history? Probably Steelers-Bengals, that game I did a while ago. Okay, now we get an actual solo. Remember this album? A 1? This is just chaos. This album's just chaos. Any draft stories found through archives? Yes. Oh, yeah. I found stories about every league at this point through archives and whatnot, just searching for NFL stuff. Listen, William Hung? Oh, no. They're not, like, the tempo changes every measure. The drumming is not in any sort of time whatsoever. The first minute of this, it gets better. This song does get better. But the first minute of this song is the worst, one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. I don't say that lightly. The first minute of this song, wow. Yeah, it better get better from here. It better get better. That was a trip. All right, let me listen to Mystical Magical. I've never, while I edit the ChatGPTs, that was something else. All right, Mystical Magical. I've not heard this song yet. Okay. Oh. No, I would not. No. No, I wouldn't give my freedom. Mm. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's physical. Yeah. Okay, this is definitely physical. I feel like the other thing is something too. That's having the Steeler Bengals. I did a video. Basically, someone shot someone at the game. Clifford joined the Kings. Ooh, I like the Black Power suit. Well, Turbo can be good. Like physical by Dua Lipa is good. Yeah, I mean this is obviously physical. It's obviously physical. But I feel like there's something else in this one too. No, like Dua Lipa did a song called Physical, and that was interpolation too. How's it going, Cujo? From Lamb Entrapment? Cubs 180. Oh, the song, yeah. The song was, okay. I feel like there's a second song in that one too, that sounds like. Yeah, it definitely was physical. But I feel like that reminds me of something. What does that remind me of? Oh man, what does it remind me of? I don't know. I don't know what it reminds me of. I don't know. Obviously there's physical in there. I feel like there's a second. I feel like there's something. If I saw 5-year-olds singing Bagpipe in front of the parents, so we won't call CPS? No. No, I would not waste CPS time with that. But I would question a lot. It's almost like they're. So basically, we had. I went to. I was like. Working like some. Back in high school, there was some kids' talent show, I guess. And some 6th graders sang More Than Words by Extreme. They actually sounded good, but I was like, wait, what? Like, that was obviously finished tonight. I don't know. The weather did not look good. It does sound like Willy Wonka. I will say, it does sound like. Maybe like. It's not pure imagination, but it sounds like a little bit of pure imagination, but it's not. just inspired by it. All right, let me put the ChatGPTs in. Again, $5 more gets to me at this point. Ooh, Magic at Richardson. Ooh. Look at the who sampled. All right, let's see. Oh, there's obviously physical in this. But that's all. That's all there is. No, that's all there is. That just reminds me of something. Oh, we're getting a fat roasting tonight. Feast on roast car. Ooh. Roast only at 25 is kind of crazy. What do you think about it? All right, we got 2 ChatGPTs in. And we'll see what happens. All right, that works. Okay, here we go. Well, there are definitely some Cubs. The Cubs scored a lot tonight. First pitch they scored, and then it was all from there. One only by 8 instead of 12. Probably the 9th inning he was upset about. 3 pitches to Garrett Hampson. That's it. 3 pitches, 3 outs with Garrett Hampson. All right. Bulls will pick 30 in next year's draft. Jiffa. I'll go Jiffa. All right. Here we go. In the queue for the ChatGPT. It's really less than anybody at all. I don't like his attitude. I will say the fact that he turned down workouts, didn't want to go to Utah. He's got to grow up fast. All right, so here we go. Commissioner Stephanie blocks the sale of the Rays, and they're forced to relocate. Here we go. Dark lights flicker across a sprawling marble chamber filled with baseball relics. A hologram of panicked Floridian owner shimmers before Commissioner Stephanie, who lounges on a throne constructed entirely of broken radar guns and vintage bobbleheads. Her voice is calm, but dangerous. Commissioner Stephanie, the deal is done. Tampa needs the Rays. The people need the Dome. Tampa is a swamp of false promises and empty seats. The force does not favor the Trop. I think you and I both know it's the Love Boat. I think you and I both know it's the Love Boat. You can't block the sale. It's legal under. I am the law. And the law says the Rays will rise again in a land untouched by humidity. Utah. Wait, Utah? There's no fans there. Then I shall build them from sand and devotion. All right, Spider-Man 3 are a prompt on this. Meanwhile, inside San Francisco, or inside Stephanie's headquarters, Commissioner, what of the traditionalists? Traditionalists fear what they cannot monetize. Let them cling to Fenway's ghost. I'll give them something better. The future. Meanwhile, in Utah, a spaceship lands in the barren Utah desert with the Rays roster confused. Wait, where the hell are we? Welcome to the big leagues, Zion style. A St. George Rays Stadium. Ace Billy sounds like a name for some 30 to 50 swing musician. Sounds like one of those Neil Forgotten Groove singers. It sounds like one of those. Meanwhile, all the owners are now furious. They're like, wait, she could just move the team? She's out of control. You don't just move a franchise to Utah overnight. Tell that to Oakland. We must confront her. Confront Taylor Swift? But Stephanie twirls a bat like a lightsaber, glazing out over the holographic map because it's not happening. She whispers to herself, no more turf. No more Dome. No more Florida. And in the end, They'll all wear orange and black. The Rays are no more. And if anyone tries to resist, she's going to nuke Florida. All right, next up in the queue, Little Brown Bear, the Whiny Quartet, ruining Lobster Roll Night at the Bistro. Everything looks pretty good so far. We got jazz, we got the tablecloths, we got everything. And then they show up. Little Brown Bear comes in. I don't like lobster. It's yucky. I want chicken nuggets. Well, then, what? Then why'd you come to Bistro Night? He gets offered a coloring sheet. It was 6:02. It's about to get worse. Caillou comes in, tugged in by his parents. His eyes locked on the adult at the next table enjoying roster. Yeah, Ace is like an old-timey name. Because like Ace Parker, you think of him. Why does he get one first? Before anyone could explain the kitchen orders, he was howling. The violinist quietly packed him a left. Rob with a 6-0 gets you in the Giants game. Heckler Hiles Gil Gunnarsson due to sue on B after Judge Harm first won't hear the case due to Hutz being banned from sports cases. Gosh. Oh, man. I love it. All right. Appreciate you, Rob. Why does he get a lobster roll first? TW storms in behind them. Where's the lobster? I don't see any lobsters. I came for lobsters. Are they alive? I want to poke one. She crawled under the table and grabbed a stranger's ankle. A man dropped his martini in terror. Oh boy. Little Princess arrives late, wearing a tiara. I want 2 lobster rolls, and nobody else gets any till I say so. She climbs on the bar, declares herself the queen of Lobsterland, and after not getting a present, tries to fire the bartender. Then Little Brown Bear throws a plate of fries at a waiter. Caillou laid down in the middle of the dining room and screamed until he hiccuped. TW challenged the pastry chef to a duel using butter knives because she wants to poke something. Little Princess found the light switch, turned it off, and yelled, "Everyone freeze! Only I can talk now." The kitchen tried to close early, but a couple on a date escaped through a restroom window. A waiter called Caillou licking the tip jar. A lobster roll finally gets served 1 hour and 45 minutes into service. They all look at it in disgust. It's got green stuff on it. That's parsley. You troglodyte, hissed Little Princess. I wanted mine cut in stars. Yeah, he threw fries at you. I touched it first, so it's mine, shouted DW. She is now biting the table. The bistro is now on fire 2 hours into service as Little Princess tried to flambe her juice box. Why is she a fire? Why does a 5-year-old access to fire? The manager writes his resignation letter, which I don't think will matter because the bistro is burning down after how bad Lobster Night went because Little Princess has access to fire somehow and just causes a mess. And Lobster Roll Night was over. They were banned for life, but I don't think I have to worry about that because they literally burned the place down because Little Princess has access to fire. All right, let's get this ChatGPT. Appreciate you, man. We have a new video dropping tomorrow. Not sure what's going to be on. Second fire in 2 days. Yep. All right. Yeah, our sister in restaurants perfectly fine. 5-year-olds drinking, perfectly fine. Falcons make the playoffs, bridge too far. I've never heard of that movie before. All right. Give me a second here. Make sure this works. All right, here we go. It's like I'm trying to make. Ooh, that sounds chaotic. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, the heckler ends up hiring Gil Gunderson to sue MLB after Judge Harm first won't hear the case due to Huts being banned from sports cases. Here we go. Gil Gunderson enters alongside the heckler. Court is now in session. Let's make this fast. Judge Judy starts in 10. Okay, Gil, you got this. Just pretend they're not all watching, except they are watching and probably judging and breathing heavier than usual. Can we sue for emotional distress? I was emotionally distressed that he got emotional distress. Absolutely. Wait, what? Mr. Gunderson, you're representing the plaintiff, one, Boo Man McGraw? It's pronounced McGrew, silent W, I think. My mom fell out the birth certificate while high on cheese curls. You're suing Major League Baseball for banning you after you told the player, and I quote, "Cry your mommy, oh wait, you can't." That's actually pretty funny. The courtroom is now gasping. Classless. I only insult players about their batting averages. Yeah, I heckled a mascot once. He bit me. Your Honor, my client believes he has a controversial right to be how do I put it legally? An inseparable jerk. Objection, Your Honor. He violated our code of conduct, was ejected, and make it tell Marte weep it to his mitt. We have the video. It's haunting. He plays the video of Marte. Boo! Your mama's not cheering because she's 6 feet under. Even Judge Wapner just rolled over in his grave. But if we let MLB ban hecklers, what's next? Banning beer from stadiums? Come with the fire. Appreciate you, man. Banning Gil from parking in handicap spots just because he's tired? Gil, you are banned from that. Right, forgot the letters. They were very clear. Suddenly, the back door creaks open. Lionel Hutt speaks in. Sorry I'm late. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm not legally allowed within 500 feet of anything involving sports since the Yankees mascot versus Huts incident. Oh, yeah. Carry on. Wolf to the Nets. He vanishes. I've heard enough. Mr. McGraw, you're hereby banned from all MLB events for life. That includes the Fan Fest hot dog toss. But that's where I met my fourth wife. And Gil, for the love of legal decency, stop trying to bill your dry cleaning as court-related expenses. Absolutely, Your Honor. Can I validate my parking? No. Slams the gavel. And now they're outside the courthouse. So, what now? I don't know. Ever sue a minor league team? You think the Icers helps to ban me? Only one way to find out. Got $20 for gas? Going off to Albuquerque, baby. You only need $20 for gas. I think we know where Springfield is. All right, Bakela with the 5. Appreciate you, man. Let me get you on this. Dresser Win signing the... I'm surprised by that. Win sucks. Win is not good. I would have thought Perkins. He knows McVay's system better than... Like, Perkins is better than Win, and Perkins knows the system at least. 2 alongside Win. All right, let's see what happens here. M7 announced the trade details of Hawks Pelicans trade after pick 23. Ooh. Alright, let's see what happens with this. This is like a 10v NBA draft. You see who takes skins at the queue. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe. Carl's new coach. How do you plan for the team to get no points? This team can get 1 point. How is that possible? Just one of those days. Just one of those days. Defending the... Well, people on X defend everything, to be fair. They defend everything. Like, you could be a literal Nazi on there and they'll defend you. It's crazy. People... Like, half the people on Twitter are not real. Half the people... Their dead internet theory is real on Twitter. It is real on Twitter. If draft fixing trade but not finalized. I hate that. The fact they're wearing hats of teams that they're clearly not going to. Just... Cardinals played home? Yes. The Cardinals played at home. Well, I didn't intend to lose like this, obviously. Just stuff like that happens. Cardinals had won 2 straight against the Cubs. They just had a bad game. Had a bad game on the bump. And Boyd pitched well and they couldn't get to him. It happens. Alright, so the Brat Pack attend the draft. Here we go. Little Brown Bear enters and realizes he's not sitting courtside. It's center third. Yep. I wanted to sit stage. This isn't fair. He throws himself on the floor and flails like a squid in the aisles. Caillou is wondering, why do they get the chairs with cup holders and the tables and mine doesn't? I hate this draft. He kicks the security guard on the shin and cries when the guard glares at him. DW is now complaining, I'm sitting wherever I want. I'm more important than all these tall, sweaty weirdos. So she grabs a prospect's name and writes DW over it in crayon. I love that. So she just somehow goes onto the Barclays Center floor and just writes her name in crayon, where I guess Cooper Flag's supposed to sit. Little Princess is upset. Where's my juice box? I command juice now. A vendor hands her one. She sips it and gags. This tastes like pour. Bring me organic wild strawberry or I'll scream. Meanwhile, the commissioner, Silver's about to announce the pick. The Dallas Mavericks like, boo, where's the cake? She runs on the stage, slaps the mic and yells into it. I pick me. DW is the #1 pick. You're all lucky to have me. I love it. So DW... So the Mavericks traded Doncic for basically the #1 pick, and they draft DW. Little Bear follows her and starts crying because he wants to be the first pick too. So Little Bear now storms the stage. No, you can. There's no rule. There's no rule about that. No, I want to be first. I'm the cutest. Caillou then storms the stage. I'm telling mommy you're all being mean. This is why I should have been drafted to the Raptors. Well, the Raptors don't have the first pick, #1. #2, I guess the Canadian part, I get it. Little Princess is silence, peasants. I am the franchise. You may all kneel. Yeah, Sac State, they did not play their cards well. Sac State did not play their cards well at all with any of this. They rushed a few steps to... Yeah, they had concepts of a plan. They had concepts of a plan. But yeah, they took a downgrade at conference, and they are not even D1 anymore. Poor planning. Poor planning. Really, really bad on their end. So, little Princess tosses her scepter that she somehow snuck into the Barclays Center. I guess security sucks here. It knocks over the Gatorade table. So, she knocks over the Gatorade table, throwing it from the stage there. Media frenzy now as everyone panics. Security finally does something to rush the stage, but... doesn't help, because Little Brown Bear is going full ragdog limp. Caillou is clinging to Silver's legs, screaming. DW shoves a camera operator and yells, I am the ratings! Right, no, Big West is D... Right, FCS is bad. Big West is D1, but it's not... It's a downgrade from where they were. It's a downgrade from where they were. Hang on. All right. Little Princess now demanding, after getting drafted, apparently, a private jet and a pony with a diamond necklace or nothing. So, I don't think that's in the CBA. A brawl breaks out when Caillou calls DW a fake athlete. DW, say that again, cue ball. She tackles him. So, there are just 4 people on the stage at this one, plus security. Little Princess is now yelling, "This is all about me! Me, me, me!" She declares herself into the microphone the queen of basketball. The NBA issues a press statement immediately. Yeah, he'd be dumb enough to do it. He would be. And he says, effective immediately, no preschoolers allowed to attend the draft. There's a minimum age limit. Caillou uploads a vlog blaming the haters. I guess he's people hated the draft pick of Caillou, so he uploads the vlog. Limerell cries himself to sleep backstage. TW signs autographs because she thinks she's important. And Little Princess sues the league for emotional distress and lack of glitter. And all 4 of them get escorted out by security after they get very tired from all their complaining and destruction of the Barclays Center. I am the ratings. I am the Senate. All right, last call. Last call for OT. You guys came in hot today. Appreciate all you guys a ton. Last call for the OT period. Last call for the OT period. Otherwise, here's the game plan. Cubs, Cardinals tomorrow, and then Mets, Braves after that. So just keep that in mind. Tomorrow, we're going to do Cubs, Cardinals at 3 o'clock Eastern. What time is that game? It's 3 o'clock Eastern? You know, that one makes sense. What time is Cubs, Cardinals? Cubs, Cardinals is, 2 o'clock Eastern. My bad. 2 o'clock Eastern for Cubs, Cardinals. Good thing I checked. 2 o'clock Eastern, 2:15, so I'll be live at 2:08 for that one. So yeah, that's the plan. Cubs, Cardinals tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern, then Mets, Braves at 7. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off, and I will see you guys tomorrow for 2 streams. Click the link above to watch today's video. Final score, no, not noon Pacific, 11:15 Pacific. 11:15 Pacific. We're 3 hours. Yeah, so it's a 2 o'clock game, not a 3 o'clock game. The other games were 3 o'clock. This one's not. Cubs, Cardinals is 2 o'clock. Rockies and Giants were 3 o'clock. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. JG9 Cubs win 8-0. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the first of 2 games that